canon? Simple request.
It depends on what it is you're saying.
I already went through it.
Oh,
It's the
that.
captain's log.
You know,
I
maybe,
think I think this should be a democracy now. I'm starting to think.
Look, I want Kevin to be in charge of captain logging.
No,
Can have
I
no
revoked my vote.
I never voted for him.
All right, well, just to give you guys the setup here. So, currently, Darth is the pilot of the ship. He will be doing all the flying. He will be doing the handling of the steering and the directions. And you tell him where to go, and he will take you there. Mr. James is more of a mercenary hired gun. He is the guy that Ox had convinced not to fight any longer. That you guys kind of brought with you onto the ship, I guess. It's been about a month. Well, more than that, maybe like 2 months since the events of the bar. Meaning that this ragtag group that you guys are is been on the ship for about that long, kind of figuring out where to go, what to do next. During that time, both James and Darth had explained to you guys that currently their only mission, according to what the Sergeant Wilker had told them, was to bring Mr. Clay, Antoinette Clay, to a planet to trade him in for slavery. They had been given half payments already. The other half is still due. If they don't bring him to them, you guys will be hunted probably, for that money back or whatever. But they are not saying, necessarily to bring him, just that, letting you know that you are currently on Sergeant Wilker's ship, who is now deceased, of course. And it is up to you guys where and what you might want to do next.
I'm going to continuously tell people that I know a guy, and not to worry.
Mr. James will also inform you guys that there is a planet he knows of, Planet Hanava, where there's a lot of exotic species that they're, what is that pull? There are a lot of exotic species on that planet that we could possibly capture and maybe even bring to this other planet, bring to these slavers and, maybe get by on trading something else.
This poll is bullshit, by the way.
I'm gonna go to it real
Rigged.
quick. Who should be captain? I don't care as long as it isn't Kevin. That's totally on the stream too.
Shit is rigged.
I'm not gonna tell you who I vote for.
Seems rigged.
We just watched the stream.
I didn't click it on
Oh,
stream.
someone voted for me, and it wasn't even me.
Damn it.
So yeah,
Wow,
currently,
someone voted for me, and it totally was not me.
so it's been a couple months. Currently, James and Darth are up in the pilot's quarters, or the front of the ship, kind of discussing what to do next.
This entire time, I've been extremely hard on James, treating him like a little brother. Constantly slapping him upside the head when he does something stupid, training him, constantly pulling him up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to go into the hangar bay and just practice like table legs and slapping each other and such like that.
Root takes notes.
Basically, I'm training James is what I spend my month or two doing.
At one point in time, James says to you, oh wait. I just got super confused. Was that fair?
Antonac.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I half paying attention. My fault. Anyway, James says to you at one point, it's no hard feelings, but I will say we do need fuel soon. I don't know where we should go, and I don't know who's in charge here. I mean, I could make the decision.
I don't know who's in charge either. This is very confusing.
Well, I'll go talk to Darth. Maybe, he is the pilot.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Who are you
Is there-
talking to?
James.
Gotcha.
Is there any alcohol aboard this ship?
Are you asking somebody, or just is this what are these like Kevin's inner thoughts?
You ruined my punchline. If
Well,
you
I don't-
would have said anything, I would have said the correct answer. There isn't anymore. But
Kevin spent 2 months looking for the booze.
anyone would currently find Kevin like during the day. During the night, he goes to his bed and sleeps, and during the day, he kind of walks in a circle in the kitchen.
Wait. How do we determine whether it's day or night?
There's a clock, probably.
Space clock.
How does
Space
space
clock?
clock work?
Oh,
There's
dude,
probably
you're right.
Well, the
Universal time.
sun rises in the east and it sets in the west.
Essentially, you just sleep whenever you want to sleep.
There's
Sun
probably-
rises in the space west.
Space is
There's
flat.
probably like an internal like clock through the life support to provide like normal hours for people, like the generalized what is healthy for people to sleep and be awake.
Explain what people means.
Like, so depending on like how much everyone on the ship needs to sleep.
But wouldn't the different alien species need to sleep different amounts?
Yeah, so that's why it's an average.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She said.
This is why Tamar is the captain.
This is why the space elf is the captain.
So
She's got
as
50% of the votes.
you guys are kind of
Guys,
mulling around
I
doing
am-
your own thing,
I
you
am
kind of
not charismatic.
feel the
Like,
ship
you
power
asked
up and start
who has
flying.
Charisma wants to take that. I'm good with
I have
it.
the highest charisma.
Oh god.
We can make the
Do you-
robot.
Do you though? What is your charisma?
18.
Jesus,
Wow.
dude.
Actually, not far. Oh, never mind. Wrong character. Yeah, I'm 14.
I think I have the lowest.
I have
7.
7?
Look, I'm not charismatic. I'm smart.
I have 12.
I think we
That's
got
arguable.
I have 20 in Constitution, Intelligence, and Wisdom. It isn't arguable. It's a fact.
How?
Because I got fucking lucky.
Still. All right.
I have a 22 strength, so at least I punch people good.
All right. So
Alright.
we've got captain.
All right.
Do we need a captain?
No, go away.
So the ship
Alright,
is currently
sorry.
flying somewhere.
I know where. You don't. It's nowhere.
everywhere.
Nowhere.
I'm gonna go to Tamar. Tamar, I was sparring with James this morning, and he informed me we're getting low on fuel. It seems everyone around here respects you in a captain-y sort of way, so it's your call, but we're getting low on fuel, and James says Darth knows of an area we could refuel.
Seems like a good plan. We should talk to him.
Alright. He's up in the pilots area if you want to talk to him. I'm gonna go up there now if you want to come with.
Very well.
I make my way, assumed with her following, to the captain's, or not the captain's, to the pilot area. The cockpit, would it be called?
It's the bridge.
Cock.
Yeah,
the
bridge.
The bridge. There.
God damn it. We should outlaw puns.
Nope. That's number 7. That's the rule number 7 is puns are always allowed.
I enjoy puns.
I know. Unfortunately.
Pun.
Okay.
You make just as many puns, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, James notices you walk in. Oh, hello. What, we're on our way. What do you need?
Well, we're wondering if, Tamar here and I had a quick conversation, and we're talking about refueling.
Oh, yeah. We're heading to an old military outpost that we know of Sergeant Wilker had a key, and Nikki holds up a key, and it has a password on it that resets every so often. And as long as we have as long as the key hasn't been, disabled when we get there, the code that comes up should let us pass in and connect.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Old
You okay with this
military-
tomorrow?
Old military base. Is there any activities still there?
Well, the last we were there, it was a little while ago, but it's where we got the mission, to come take your friend.
So maybe not a place we should go.
Well, I don't know if they're there. I don't know. We haven't been there in a while. We need fuel though. We know
How
them.
badly?
Well, we should be able to get to the outpost, and if we go past the we need it pretty badly.
You're being pretty presumptuous about us heading to this military base that you both came from and were trying to kill us 2 months ago.
Well, I think we've proven ourselves. It's been a few months. We've shown you guys all
Okay.
the alcohol. We've drank
Wait.
together.
That doesn't change the fact that your comrades tried to kill us.
Right. Well,
So if we go there, maybe they try to kill us again? I don't think so. We're not going there. I'm sure we can find some other place.
well, Darth, what else could we do? And he kind of rolls his eyes and kind of starts hitting buttons on the little screens and everything there. And
Bespin.
he,
The Lando system.
Hoth, we can go to Hoth.
No.
So no, he looks up and Darth speaks out, the pilot. Well, we could maybe hit up one of the planet outposts for one of the settlements. It's not much else we'll make it to unless we want to just drift. Unless you have
We'll
any.
head to one of the planets.
Yeah,
That sounds about right.
we might have a fight on our hands if we go there, but
We'll have a fight on our hands if we head to your base too. But you two will make it off scot-free. No, thank you.
well, you're in
Not
charge here.
necessarily. The people who
I
hired
can make
them.
sure neither of them does anything.
Whoa, hey now.
At this point, Kevin pokes his head in. Bark.
Oh God, it's that chicken again.
I think we should go to the base.
I second that.
Agreed.
I'm just saying that there's a high possibility we get shot at.
There is a high possibility that that happens anyway. After all, we never delivered.
Fine. Just know that I'm not taking responsibility if we all get killed.
Tell
Fair
you
enough.
what, if we all get killed, you and I can dish it out in hell.
Who said I was going to hell? Fuck you. I just evaporate and then reform.
No, you don't.
Shut up. You didn't know that.
I do now.
I mean, hell would be like a vacation for us. I mean, we're sort of warm.
How do you know it's warm? Hell could be cold.
Well, that would kind of render the hell freezing over phrase senseless.
Maybe it's really cold, but it never freezes.
What if there's a part of hell that's cold and a part of hell that's hot?
Like
And
a
a
north
part
and a
that's
south
just a-
pole.
I feel like you're just reaching now.
Probably. Alright, so we're heading to the base.
Well, which base? I kind of need to know soon.
Your base. The one that we're gonna have to slaughter everyone in.
Well, I have a lot of friends there. I don't know if I'll have to come slaughter them.
Well, it depends whether or not they're friendly.
Well, okay. I guess Darth, keep going to where we're heading then.
If they're friendly, then they get their way scot-free.
And then Darth kind of looks back at the instrument panels, and James just kind of like nods at you guys and puts his hands, and he's kind of like standing with his friend there on the ship, just as the ship is soaring through space.
By the way, in the 2 months that we were away, would I have time to work on the robot?
Are you talking about Root?
Yeah.
What did you want to do with him?
Basically, just fix him up, make him, not a rust bucket.
Yeah, I mean, the ship at the time, Sergeant Wilker had owned the ship. You guys have kind of commandeered it for now, probably permanently. It's up to you guys. So at that time, yeah, you would have been able to get him, to use the tools and the items on board to polish him up, clean him up, redo any of his circuitry and wiring that needed to be done.
I've grown attached to my rust.
Well, we can put it in a bag, and I can give it to you. Okay? Would you like
Can
that?
use it to paint your room.
I mean, did you want to paint him a certain color?
Ooh.
You can maybe
Yellow.
paint him like pink,
Yellow.
yellow. Paint him
I
yellow.
like yellow.
I am now yellow.
He is now yellow.
I'll add that to description.
And as I'm looking around him, I see an inscription, probably part of his serial number or something, but it's an R, a 0, an O, and a T. And so I say, "Hey, it says Root here. Is that your name?"
That is what some call me.
All right, Root. I like that. Root. Root. That's your name now, Root.
That is not my real name.
That is your name. Your name is now Root.
I believe it's what they call a nickname.
Whatever. Close enough. Root.
So the flight's going to take a little while to this outpost. Is there anything anyone else was going to do during that time?
Is there any materials for reloading here?
Reloading, as in, what do you mean?
Rounds, bullets.
Yes. There is a small little, not little, but there in the armory at the bottom of the ship there, you were in it earlier. There's definitely like a case of energy cells, energy cores, just batteries, things of that nature.
That's a little high tech for me. Is there anything with gunpowder?
You're not going to find any gunpowder on this ship.
Fantastic.
Sergeant Wilker was more of the space military mind.
Bullets are more reliable.
Also more likely to pierce the hole and ventilate this hole.
Well, I mean, you just have to hit what you're aiming at. I'm a pretty good shot.
And if no one
Yeah.
else,
Bark.
Go away,
Alright.
Kevin.
Kevin, did you ever learn how to talk?
Bark.
Okay.
Can you understand us?
Bark. Bark.
Bach?
I'm gonna kill this chicken one day.
There's a big feathery thumbs up.
he has thumbs.
Root nods.
It's like foghorn leghorn thumbs.
And like what?
Like a feather.
Do chickens have thumbs? I'm looking this up.
No.
I mean, they have fingers, right?
That,
But
okay.
Did you just
Chicken-
make a chicken fingers joke?
Yeah, and buffalo have wings too.
God damn it.
I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
Well done. The puns are on fire tonight.
Okay, for informational purposes, chickens do not have thumbs, but Aarakocra do.
Ah,
Good.
so he does have
There
a
you
thumb.
go.
2 thumbs, probably.
No, like 5.
Yeah, maybe he
5
just
thumbs.
he has 5 thumbs on each hand.
That's
Oh, that'd
terrifying.
be so gross.
He's all
Imagine
thumbs.
holding hands with someone like that.
How do you shake their hand?
Carefully.
Just fist bump.
Yeah.
You just have to
Oh,
play
God,
thumb more
think-
with him.
Think how the hand would look.
Imagine punching with that. That would. Oh God.
Can you imagine getting slapped? Okay, we need to move on.
All right.
Thumb slap.
Anyway, all right. So maybe a day, maybe a half a day, 3/4 of a day goes by. Food is made, by James. He kind of cooks up some food for you guys. Everyone eats, and you guys are all of a sudden you kind of notice the ship kind of winding down a little bit as it kind of is approaching up to the outpost. So the ship slows down, and Darth gets on the intercom. James pulls out the little security key card and pushes a button, and just some red lines appear on it, and just kind of starts blinking and blinking and blinking. And Darth is radioing ahead, giving the name of the ship and the class number and everything like that, who they are, a code word or two. And James is just sitting there hitting this button, and it just constantly, just these red lines keep appearing. And he, who is up in there right now? Just currently those who are in there, or did anyone else move to the front of the ship upon realizing it was approaching the destination?
I know that.
I'm sort of just in the back against the wall, arms crossed.
I probably would have made an announcement. To
I'm
the
still
ship.
still in the kitchen.
Okay,
Something
so
like, looks like we're coming up on our destination. If anybody wants to view it.
I need to go get my chassis ready. I will be back. I say as I entrust it to James to get it set in, or Darth, I mean.
he kind of nods. He doesn't even notice like what you say. Really, he's too busy trying to slow the ship down and prevent it from being attacked by this military group. So James kind of turns and looks at you, Tamar, and he just goes, maybe a problem. And he's like sitting, like showing you, he's hitting the button like that it's supposed to give like a code, and it's not quite working. And then you guys hear like a radio kind of come through. Who are you? Why are you coming? Identify yourself. And like Darth just kind of like turns and looks back at everybody like, and he just goes, I don't recognize that voice.
What is our ship's actual designation? Like, I know what we decided to call it, but I'm gonna assume that it takes more than just us saying that to name the ship.
That's a good question.
Or, like, could we just get on, like, the equivalent of the Cortex and change it?
Kevin would know the name of the ship.
Do we have anybody that can translate for Kevin?
What is
Does
he even
Root-
speaking?
Eric Cochran.
With a severe version slang to the chicken sound.
Essentially, an eagle would make squawks. A bird would make chirps.
I don't
He
know
was
it unless he happens to speak Common or Ignan.
Does Root's a robot?
Do you know binary?
Come on.
0100011100.
Actually, now that you mention it.
Do you know
Try
traits?
and install a translator into him.
It's probably something we'll have to purchase, but I bet you could.
I would do that at the next chance that we get.
As far as like the name of this ship, I mean, we can just give it a set of numbers to classify it. I don't know. What is a space? I've never actually thought of it.
Well, like
Space terms.
this wasn't.
It's kind of
This
like
was a
a
Kevin Company ship, so
Yeah.
probably something to do with
Bantam
chickens.
Industries.
What was it? Industries?
Bantam.
Bantam Industries.
so maybe it's like a B dash. I don't know, something. It would be like the model or whatever. B dash something.
A BSS. BSS coupe.
Yeah, there we go. The B dash SS KFC
KFC.
Not sponsored.
Niner.
Starship.
There it is.
Okay.
So Darth says that back to the outpost. And then there's no response. And he starts slowing the ship down even more and more and more and more. And eventually he looks back at you, Tamar, and he goes, I don't think we should really get any closer. And like James is sitting there hitting the button.
If they don't let us land, can we make it to another outpost?
We're gonna be hard pressed to make it to the nearest outpost, which is a planet. And I'm not sure how much actual atmospheric fuel we have. That gauge broke a long time ago. And he points at like a hole on his dashboard there that has like a bullet hole in it, where like the fuel gauge for the atmospheric thrusters would be.
Now, question: if we just so happen to have two beings that were made from fuel here, could we perhaps use one as fuel?
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
You dick.
What are you made of? Are you made of rocket fuel?
Well, I mean, there's a decent amount of oxygen, which is typically used in fuel.
Hydrogen, oxygen, helium. Yeah, I mean,
All right, so if it comes down to it, we can just shove ferric in the fuel tank.
Would
Well-
not recommend that.
I would not
No.
allow it.
no, I mean, no. He would. It would probably work. I mean, depending on the concentration. But I mean, I think he would be more valuable
Or it would
other
blow the ship
ways.
up.
Well, if we did it correctly, Miss Tamar. But I think I'm saying I think it wouldn't be a good use of resources. I wouldn't think.
The other option is if we were to punch a hole in either me or ferric, we do happen to leak a little.
Are you saying you're gonna use part of yourselves to fuel our ship?
If it comes down to it.
I mean, I suppose I could keep you alive to do so, but
They all kind of like
once again,
look at each
I
other.
would not recommend it. Let's try
Recommend it.
again, shall we? Recommend.
Well, they're training their turrets on us. They're not firing yet, but they're wondering why we haven't given the code. It doesn't matter what we say, as long as if this code isn't working, then there's not much we can do. And James like sitting there, he's like, I don't know why it's working. He's like hitting it on the table.
Ferric would now come back wearing a metal suit. That is his chassis. Alright, so what's happening?
We're gonna shove you in the fuel tank, ferric.
Hell no.
Listen, we need some fuel, and you look to be just about the right concentration.
I'm smaller than you.
Exactly.
You would make much better fuel if we just took your arm off.
I need that.
Do you? You only shoot with one hand.
I
Start
have
children, please.
a rifle.
You can pull a trigger with one hand.
That settles it. We'll
So-
use ferric for fuel.
No. That's not the plan. So the code isn't working. They have a code, but it's not the right one. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Would you say that?
So James can't get the code to appear on the
no,
security
no,
key.
I'm just asking Max for clarification.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he doesn't understand why it's not working. It's not displaying the proper like code at all for him to
Alright.
give back.
By the way, if anyone.
I mean, I guess we could just say that we could, are we just on audio, or is there visual?
It's just audio. Like Darth pushes a button to talk back.
Because I was gonna say if we had vid, we could just
Well, you could ask him.
Intanak up there and say we got the prize. Yay!
Are you gonna ask him
And
to
then
do
just kill
that?
'em all when we land. No. Gonna talk about it in character though. So the way I see it, if the code isn't working, we have a choice. Is this where you were supposed to bring your captive?
Well, no, this isn't where we're supposed to bring him, but this is where we met the contact that, wanted us to do this mission to bring him. He points back at Intanak.
So we could just claim stupidity and say that we have the prisoner. We need to refuel before we drop him off.
Well,
It might be enough for, especially if we had visual contact, to convince them. But that's up to you.
I mean, we could claim ignorance. I don't know why this thing isn't
Or
working.
just that things went differently. We need to refuel. That's a thing, right?
Refuel.
Also, Christian, what was Tamar's rank? We never talked about that.
You can decide that.
Oh shit. I don't know.
Sergeant Wilker trusted you, and he was a sergeant, so...
Yeah.
Well, maybe he didn't trust you, but he knew of you, and, your
Yeah.
level, so... You're definitely not low on the list.
I think most medics are at least lieutenants if they're
Makes sense. Lieutenant Tamar.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Lieutenant
Okay. / captain.
/ Captain.
Isn't captain below lieutenant?
No. Well, it depends on.
Well, you're the captain of this ship, so...
Captain Lieutenant Timar? No, Captain Lieutenant Dr. Timar.
Doctor, Lieutenant
Not
Captain.
Not lieutenant anymore.
Former Lieutenant. Doctor, former Lieutenant Captain Tamar.
Jesus.
Mother of Dragons. Slayer, okay. And as this conversation is going on, you guys notice...
Keeper of chickens.
Keeper of Chicken. You guys notice Ferric up in the front of the ship. He's currently ripping out wires and opening up some things. And he is currently taking control of the ship, possibly.
I mean, he knows what he's doing.
As far as what you're looking for, you're finding that you're not able to accomplish the goal, and you're not able to find anything other than the ship's functionality. Basically, you're not able to make a connection with the outpost.
I essentially want to make a wireless connection between me and it. I want to make a router specifically to get into their systems.
Gotcha. Oh my god, someone stole my D20. Where is it? Hang on.
Your son took it.
He's not here today. Maybe he took it and put it in his room last time he was here. Okay. Let's use the blue one instead of the red one. And let's see if you break anything. Nope.
Does he sound robotic for anybody else?
I'm robotic.
Not me.
It might be me. My voice connection is really low. Sorry.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say I hope I'm having a problem with my mic again. Okay, so you are able to make a wireless connection to the outpost,
It's
and
essentially just a little wire standing straight up, connected to a little box.
you notice that you haven't been noticed by the outpost, so they haven't
Great.
noticed your connection.
And then I'm going to connect the little box to this little panel over here. And I'm going to try and do old-fashioned hacking, where I try and find out the code into their security through.
Okay.
God, I can't even think of the word. Whatever. I'm finding the code.
Yeah, you're finding the code. Keep it. Yeah, you can keep it on layman's terms. So you're just finding the code using whatever means you can. So while you're doing that, Darth's like, "What are you, green thing? What are you doing up there?
Don't worry about it.
Get-
I'm saving our asses.
Get away from! You're gonna break something. Do you want us all to die?"
If you come and touch anything, we will. I know what I'm doing.
What is that thing doing?
He is a talented mechanic, amongst other things.
Okay, well, he's not gonna have long to do this. They're definitely about to fire on us. You can see the guns, and Nikki points out the window. That's off to the side here, and he
And
kind of
your
like,
nervous chattering is not helping me.
okay, well, I'm gonna have to run.
Give me a second. I'm almost in.
Can I try and stall for time? Like, reach over him and press the button?
Yeah, you hear like a click or like a loudspeaker as you connect.
This is Dr. Timar. I was working with Sergeant Wilker. He's indisposed, but we have the package we were sent to get. We just need more fuel to get the rest of the way there.
And, like you hear like silence for a minute, or not even a few seconds, and then you just hear Dr. Tamar.
Aye.
Hey, hold on a second. And, like you can't like it like clicks off for a second and disappears.
That may have been a very bad idea, but you know.
Once that goes off, I say, "Weren't you wanted by them?
Yep.
You probably shouldn't have used your real name."
Got their attention, and I'm wanted
I have
alive,
this-
so we have that.
I have this feeling that a code is not going to help. So now I'm going to try and disable their weapons.
And then James just goes, "Oh, look, it worked!" Like a number pops up on this little security key thing, and you hear a voice come over the loudspeaker and go, or the loudspeaker, but through like the ship there, and it goes up. Yeah, you guys connect. Yeah, Service Bay 3 there. We'll get you filled up. Welcome aboard.
Damn it. Well, this seems trustworthy. Well, we got in.
And Darth just kind of like looks back at you guys, and he looks at you, Tamar, and he goes, "They probably know who you are."
Well, yes, I just told them.
Right.
But they're not firing on us, so there's that.
And like he
Yeah,
pushes.
just in case, I'm still going to disable their weapons.
I mean, do it, yeah.
You can roll
But if you...
roll a computer use again.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the ship is currently moving towards, and he gets close, and he docks up against the outpost. And, like after like a few seconds, he like a lot of like clicks, and he hears like some pressure relief valves go off, and the ship kind of rattles a little bit, and it freezes, and he goes, "Well, we're connected. They haven't begun giving us fuel yet, though. I'm not sure why
We're
not."
probably about to be boarded. Intanek, it may be best for you and I to look like we are prisoners.
But you just said that you were with the captain.
Sergeant. But I have a
Sergeant,
feeling
whatever.
he was going to turn me in anyway.
But you were just talking to them, is what I'm saying.
Internet anyway, it'll look better that way. We'll pull the whole Chewbacca in the binders.
Okay, Cowboy, I have an idea. You're going to say that you made her speak for us.
What was that?
You're going to tell them, once they board, which they will, that you made Timar speak for us.
Tamar.
Tem.
Nope.
Dr. T.
So
Dr. T.
Mrs. T.
Nope, doctor.
Doctor.
I did not go to space medical school for you to be Mrs.
yeah.
Also, I'm not
and is
married.
the doctor even married?
Miss Timur.
It's worse.
And my question here is, they know who she is, but they don't know who I am.
Exactly.
That's not a good thing, son.
You were with the sergeant. The sergeant got killed because they fought back. And now you're in charge.
So I'm the captain.
You are the captain temporarily.
Excellent.
Acting captain.
I am now starting to put things away.
Are there any have we found, like, in the past several, however many days, have we found any sort of, like, manacles on the ship? Maybe future manacles? Electronic manacles.
Binders?
Binders. Those.
I have rope.
Any zip ties?
Of course you do.
You guys most likely found all sorts of different steel kidnap type stuff, considering that's what the sergeant was looking to do with a lot of different things.
Excellent.
Kinky.
How are they released? By key? Biometrics?
You type in a code into the electronic part of it.
Oh, they're big clunky things. Okay.
They were meant to hold
Gotcha.
Enthanac, so
So not Chewbacca and the binders.
Hey, you, the little green one.
What?
Could you perhaps make it so that we can release these at the push of a button rather than having to type in some damn code?
Let's see. Do we have any buttons on hand? Hold on.
Ox gestures to the console he's standing next to.
All right, here we go. I start ripping out some stuff. Usually the wires come out a little bit, and then I snip it off right at the edge.
At this point, Kevin comes running into the cockpit, frantically barking and waving his arms, and pointing back towards the kitchen.
Shit.
Kevin, would you kindly shut up?
Don't talk to him like that.
Would you kindly shut up?
Ethanak clicks his holster off and pulls out his plasma sword. I think
We're
we're
not
doing
killing the
this the hard
chicken.
way.
Show us the problem, chicken.
We don't. We don't need to.
Kevin hops on top of Root and just keeps pointing down back at the kitchen.
Root leads the way.
Am I making this or what? Damn it.
Stop.
No, yeah, you know what? Just we won't.
Missiles detected.
We just won't close them all the way. And Ox will put the binders on Ethanak and Tamara's hands, but not click them shut.
Me and Root are about to
Take
die,
him off.
by the way.
I think we have some company.
I am sprinting down to stop them.
So stop moving your tokens real quick.
Hello, gentlemen.
I'm gonna move you guys back a little bit just because I had said stop a second ago, but you guys are in the middle of something.
Couldn't hear you.
Yep, that was my fault. So as Root goes rolling in and Kevin's going hysterically, you are met with a room as soldiers are kind of just slowly filing their way into your ship. Ferric, right at the last second, you would have noticed that someone had opened a door on the ship, right when Root had kind of started wheeling his way in, leading you to believe that someone came into the ship through a different way than the actual entrance, which is right here. You guys can roll initiative.
Oh, we're not even gonna. They're not even gonna try and talk to us.
You guys can still try and talk to him if you want. I'm not saying they're going to attack you, but I just want to go in a turn order just because there's quite a few of you guys.
Wow.
Wow, you guys are pretty extreme on those initiatives, aren't you? All right. Let me roll theirs. Oh my god, that's pretty bad too.
Good. I like that. That is good.
Okay.
Just a minor comment. Right as this combat started, I want you back by 5 start the background. Appropriate back.
So Ox, you were moving down the hallway. You have heard Kevin. And Root, did you say or do anything upon seeing all the soldiers? Or military
Hello,
people?
gentlemen.
Said hello, gentlemen.
Yes.
They are all moving to secure you and Kevin currently. But Ox, is there anything you want to do?
Move up there, and Ox will kind of look around and goes, "Oh, now, gentlemen, there ain't no reason to have your weapons drawn. What can we help you with today?"
Drop yours! And they're all kind of like filing in. This front guy here points his gun at you, and he's like telling you to put any weapons down you have.
Ox opens his hands and shows his palms, and you're like, I'm not carrying anything.
Good. Come in the room and sit down. How many more are you?
Now, I get the feeling that you're being a little hostile. Is there something I can help you with? The sergeant was very explicit in his orders that I was to take over control of the ship in his absence.
You're not the beast. Bring the doctor and bring the beast so we can be on our way.
And how am I to be sure that you are who I'm supposed to turn them over to?
Well, considering we know about them.
That doesn't tell me anything.
And he kind of holds like his gun up to you. Get them now, or this ship is ours.
I would love to. See, the thing is I've put them both in an airlock, so until you set your weapons down, I am perfectly willing to eject them.
Roll a deception check. Yeah. Well, you don't want to. We can make this a peaceful exchange. And he kind of lowers his gun down a little bit. We don't want them dead.
Fantastic, and we don't want to turn them over. But we're willing to work with you if you help us refuel our ship.
And then at that point, Tamar, what have you been doing during this conversation?
I should point out that Ox was talking loud enough that you could hear him down the hall.
Yep. So I'm gonna move. If my computer will let me.
You were breaking up a little bit too, I believe.
The internet here is not great.
Ferric would say loudly,
Can you
"Move, prisoners!"
You
You want me to move you somewhere? Oh, she left.
I heard you down the hall, didn't I?
Yeah, I said they were in the airlock.
I'm trying. Sorry, guys.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Never mind. Ferric isn't that stupid, I am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What
she
did?
would have
Okay.
moved like back into the cockpit and around the corner so they couldn't see her if they looked down the hall.
Okay. I moved you there.
Okay, thanks.
Is there anything you would have said to anyone else?
I probably would have like looked at Intanak and like held my finger up, like shh. And then whisper, any ideas?
Killing them always works.
We're not doing that until it's the last chance or last resort. Words.
Pretty sure we need to wait to refuel. Should maybe just let him talk.
He seems to be going well.
All in favor of electing Ox our communications officer.
I.
What?
All right. So, Kevin, you are currently on the back of Root, staring down all of these soldiers. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I messaged you earlier saying that I was messing with the stove.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And can I say that I had, through my messing around, had turned it on?
I
Like,
assumed
turn on
you.
one
I
of the
assumed you turned it on.
stovetops?
Yeah.
All right. And this might be a bit of a stretch, so you could decide. But can I say that one of, like, if there was a pot on the stove, that there was a pot of water on the stove?
It's fair.
Okay.
Oh no.
Kevin during this whole conversation has been like frantically dashing his head around the room, and just out of nowhere, Kevin just outbursts with a "Pagak!" and starts flapping frantically and glides his way over to the stove where he picks up a pot of boiling water and throws it at the nearest soldier.
Fuck.
Jesus.
You just hear one of them go, "Chicken! Stop that chicken!" And then which one are you gonna throw it at? Because there are two right there.
This one.
All in favor of killing the chicken?
Go ahead and roll an improvised weapon
Aye.
attack.
So this is kind of ranged, right?
Yes.
Sloppy Dex.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
with
no.
a -4, isn't it?
Any bonus damage for boiling water?
Isn't improvised with a -4?
No.
No. It's just no proficiency.
Oh, my bad. Oh, that's 3.5. You're right. My bad.
So okay, well the 18 hits him.
We lost someone.
Oh, what did we
We lost
lose?
Yaz.
Oh, she'll be back. She's been having internet problems.
Yeah.
What would a pot of boiling water be? Roll a d4.
D4 fire damage.
Yeah. Burn damage.
He-
So you hit him for, so you splash him with it, and he just, oh, God, damn it, chicken! And he pulls his gun out and points it at you.
I said put your weapons down, and Ox is gonna hold up one of the buttons that Ferric had ripped out of the console. He's got the wires like tucked into his hand so you can't see the wires, but he's holding it up like he's gonna press the button. I said I'd put them out the airlock.
Ooh.
Jesus, this is working out too well.
Roll your deception check again. Even though it's not your turn, I want you to roll it anyway.
Oh, I'm so glad I took proficiency in deception.
Ooh, okay. He kind of like lowers his weapon back down again. He starts to lower back down.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Too close.
Welcome back,
Yes.
Yaz.
You missed it.
What did I miss?
Oh,
You missed it.
I threw boiling water at
Right.
one of the guards.
My internet like quit. You all turned into robots.
oh, jeez. Yeah, Kevin
I-
threw
Well,
boiling
Luke's already a
water,
robot.
I
Yeah.
heard that part.
and then Ox convinced them to lower the weapons back down, even though one of them pointed a weapon at Kevin.
Using a single button off of the dashboard.
It's the button that Ferric had pulled off. All right.
Do I hear those screaming?
I assume all the doors are open, so I assume you guys hear it echoing through the ship. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do, Kevin?
Nah.
Alright.
Oh, do we have our android?
Rapture. He
Hi.
woke up.
Oh,
I actually did. Yeah.
are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh.
Once you get in the game, roll initiative.
Yay. Oh, hold on. I have a thing. I have a thing.
And
with
don't
my
anybody
character.
tell him what's happening right now.
Well, he's gonna know what's happening because this character was in the med bay.
But he
Actually,
might have been asleep.
Oh, there's my character. Shoot.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean,
so yeah, you're gonna go at the
Means
bottom
you
of the
get
turn
to go
order.
instead.
No, I'm gonna put him at the. Well, I guess he could go
Oh, okay.
because he would have been next. Antonek hasn't done anything yet.
That worked out too perfectly.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll let him take his turn this round. All right, so Zephyr, to kind of catch you up, you may have been out cold after Tamara had helped you, with your implants and your half robotic body. So you had woken up in the medical bay on your guys' ship, and you notice that standing outside the ship there are two military guards. You're not sure who these two are. They are definitely not the two people who were left on the ship with you guys. You also can hear soldiers yelling at the rest of your party, your group, to kind of, drop their arms and to give up Tamar and Enthenak.
Hmm.
And this is about 2 months into the future from the events at the bar.
Alright.
So you guys kind of all know each other.
Alright. So, they're just directly in front of me?
Yeah, they're kind of like standing guard at the door.
Alright.
As you approach, they kind of like begin to start looking at you. One says, get back in there. Get back in the table. This isn't about you.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on, like, somewhere else. Can I just ask, like, what's going on? What's happening outside?
We're just here for the beast. I believe his name is Enthenak, and the doctor must come with us. You're okay. We're not here for you. He's kind of like looking you up and down all your like cybernetic parts, and he's kind of like partially disgusted by you.
I asked, like, what did the doctor even do?
She's been a fugitive from the military for too long, and we need her. People are dying at an alarming rate.
Can I look around the med bay to see if there's anything that could possibly help my situation?
There's all of Tamara's medical supplies, the stuff that she doesn't have on her. So you'd find like, random medication that you're not familiar with. There is, a scalpel, scissors, just random odds and ends. Bones, yeah.
probably some of his stuff.
Oh yeah, your weapon and stuff would be in there. You would have had that with you. I assume you're not going to not walk around without it, considering you are like a soldier.
I'm gonna keep it with me.
Yeah, so you have your weapon in there.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
Shoot.
I have 14 AC, so if I get into a fight, they're gonna punch me to death. Like,
Blow his head off.
I like how you phrased that. Punch me to death.
all right. I'm just gonna make a break for it. I'm just gonna run past him.
Go ahead. Where are you gonna go?
Alright, I'm gonna kind of run out here. Do I hear where Tamar is being attacked?
So you look to your left, and you see up the staircase. You see some soldiers, kind of like that have like positioned themselves to not let anyone down the stairs from up. Now this part of the ship is technically underneath the rest of the ship. I just obviously created the map in like side by side, so you guys can go up and down freely. So you'd be looking up those stairs and into what you know is the kitchen, and there are soldiers there positioned. To your right, down here, this door is open and it leads to the space station that you guys are currently connected to. Though normally this door isn't used, so the assumption is somebody had put another small ship or maybe some type of connection up to it to get into your guys' ship upon connecting to the space station.
Right. Alright.
But all the noise is coming from up here. So as you run past, though, the two other soldiers aren't going to attack you, but they both draw their weapons and they point them at you and they say, "Stop! Like I said, this isn't about you. Stay out of this."
Oh god.
"Where'd you get that weapon?"
A friend gave it to me, and then
"Keep it
I
down,
will-
unless you do something."
yeah, I'm gonna do something. So, I have a burst rifle. I have a burst function on my rifle, and there's 18 out of 18 per turn. So I could hit one with 9 and hit one with 9. Like bullets per se.
I think that's just the amount that are in. I don't think that's the total per turn, unless I filled your character sheet
Burst
out
fire
wrong.
would mean it shoots 3 at a time.
Yeah, it's 3 bullets per turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's doing the same amount of damage, though.
Okay. Then I will hit the one on the right with one burst round, and then get as far away as possible in this direction.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack.
Alright. Oh, my character sheet.
Yeah, your rifle, your one-shot version gives you a bonus to hit, whereas the burst fire will do more damage. Is how I built the rifle out for you. Holy crap.
Damn.
Yeah, his rifle's really good.
God.
4d10? God.
The fact that he's here just made everything better.
The downside is I have 9 HP and 14 armor.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How do you have 9 HP?
Holy shit.
Actually, you are level 2. Did you roll for...
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, why don't you roll another hit die and add that to your health?
Okay. I might as well just roll it like.
Yeah, just click the hit die button or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or type it out, whatever you want to do. Oh, there you go, you have 20.
There we go. We'll see.
Until they do a critical hit and kill you instantly.
So you
Yeah.
hit the one on the right.
And then I am just bolting.
Which one did you hit, though? Sorry about that. I missed that.
Oh, I hit the one over here. The one. Oh, sorry. I can't see him because I'm a
Oh,
character.
there you go.
Yeah, the one right there.
Yeah, you blow that guy away.
All right. I have moved 30 feet from the inside.
Oh, then yeah, you
that's
really
cool.
can't move, but you are starting to run away for your next turn. So yeah, your guys' sniper is currently awake.
And we just heard doo-doo-doosh.
Yeah, you guys just hear this like coming from down the hallway.
I've got you in my sights.
And Vanak, how do you respond to all this? Tamar had
Okay,
previously told you to shh.
I say, well, looks like we're doing this the hard way. And
Yeah, as soon as Farrick hears that, he moves out of the way.
looks like we're doing this the hard way. Can I, as a free or bonus action, remove the gauntlets? Or the manacles?
I
Because he
don't-
said he didn't click them on.
Yeah, see, I don't think he did that. Yeah, you're just interacting with an object, so you can just pull your hands out of them real easily.
And then I'm going to double move. Sort of around here.
So you're gonna dash.
Yeah, to here. To here.
Is
Okay.
that where?
And I'm going to. Can I along the way draw my sword?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then I draw my sword, click it on, and I wait behind the corner. And that's my turn.
Sounds good. So the first thing's going to happen is the soldier down here is going to definitely shoot at Zephyr. Because, you know, you shot at him. There we go. I had to change the name of him. So he's going to pull out his gun and take 2 shots at him. Oops. I want to do this. There we go. Okay. So the first one... What is your AC? 14?
Yes, I think that's what he said.
Okay. Okay, so they both miss. So he takes 2 shots at you, and they both miss as you start to run away. The one up here was convinced to lower his weapon. But these 2 down here are going to turn around, seeing their friend get killed, and they're also going to shoot at Zephyr. Because obvious reasons.
Because one of their people just died immediately.
Yeah. Wow, they keep rolling 12s.
Oh, wow.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, there's.
Hang on,
So.
hang on, I got 2 more.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
These are bad people.
Zephyr just completely dodges all of those rounds.
It's fucking
Matrix
Neo in
dodge.
here.
I have an invisibility part of my my arm. Like, all my android parts can go invisible, but the human parts can't. So it's just like a guy who's just half there.
Oh
I'm
god,
kidding, but
that's disturbing.
That would be interesting.
that would be funny.
That would be incredibly scary.
You could see inside your body.
A floating forehead.
So this guy is going to run up and try and grab and grapple with Kevin. So we're going to roll opposed.
Can I hold on?
Oh.
I still have some reserved movement that I can use. Thanks to my civilian class.
God, fucking civilians.
So as I see him coming, I will proceed to fly on top of the table
When can you use
Before he-
that?
on anyone else's turn.
As long as he has movement left.
Yeah, as long as I have movement left, and I have a fly speed of 50.
And I mean, he doesn't have any way to attack, so.
I have my talons.
But that's a D4.
That's a D4 that you don't have.
A
That's
D4 plus 1.
Okay, so he's not going to be able to. So
I
this...
just
What?
I have 10
can
more
I
feet.
say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to boast when I say this, but these guys literally can't damage me. I take 5 off of all damage I take. These guys at max damage do 5.
Yeah, step your game up, Max.
Don't
Well-
say that.
I mean,
No.
Blood dragon. Let's
okay.
get some blood dragons in here.
I mean, they could always punch me and possibly do more damage than their guns, but I don't know what their strength is.
They could always just opposing grapple you.
We're about to find
Oh
out.
yeah, no, they have ways to fuck me over.
Tell
It's
you
just
to
their
stop
guns
resisting.
won't do any damage.
They
What
can't-
if they crit?
Kill you.
Unless they
Oh, yeah,
crit.
if they
Very
crit.
good idea. If they crit.
Stop resisting.
So one of them yells
if they
out.
crit me in the face, they could.
There's 10
Alright, I'm
people
sorry,
on top of him shooting him, and he's not taking any damage. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, one of them yells out that Enthenac is extremely strong, and they need to use their better guns.
I shouldn't
Yeah.
have said anything.
So,
this is good.
Root and Kevin would notice the ones that are up here, kind of like holster their pistols, and they start to pull out a better cannon of sorts. Only because it's kind of
Wait.
crazy that they
You said-
can't kill
You
you.
said cannon.
Yeah, I'm calling it a
Is it
cannon
like-
just because it's what it was already in here as in the character sheets.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just like little hand cannons.
Yeah,
It's a hand cannon. Okay.
but now
I
they're
was imagining
better
them
hand
carrying
cannons.
Higher cannon.
No, they're not walking around with like a medieval time cannon. So that would be kind of cool, but they're not.
Little teeny tiny
That gives me an
cannon.
idea.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write that down as a character idea.
I mean, you know,
Pirate.
A literal cannon.
That damage probably fires BBs.
I'm just making sure that oh, here we go.
A cannon that fires chickens.
So let's do this and this and this. Okay. Well, that's a little better. Not a little more challenging.
There are people in the engine room.
How do you know that?
Because I can see it.
Can you?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can see.
Oh, their
the
arms
blue
are sticking
guy's
out.
fist. Yeah.
Damn it. I don't see your guys' view of things, so I didn't notice that their arms and fists are sticking out. All right.
I think if you click on one of our tokens and press Control
L,
L,
I know. I just haven't done it until now. Okay. So this guy here then is going to jump up on the table and attempt to grab onto Kevin.
I'm gonna then spend the rest of my 10 movement fly over here.
And then he is going to attempt to tackle you
Wow.
off the table.
It's a fucking chicken chase.
Yeah, it's literally a chicken chase. Yeah, they're literally chasing you around.
He's just fluttering around with his wings.
Yeah.
Ooh, so you can roll either acrobatics or athletics to try and avoid it.
Athletics is surprisingly higher.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
You literally
Jesus
just
Christ.
swat him. And like he, like... Go ahead.
I'm unstoppable. That's all I wanted to say.
You mean
You just
block
fly
call.
on top of his head.
I'm just going to have this guy. He just kind of like falls off the table onto the ground right here. And he's going to piece prone. Just because you rolled a crit on that. That's... Yeah. That's fitting. This guy is going to come over here and get behind the table and like draw his weapon. This guy's going to draw his weapon. This guy's currently still talking with Ox. Those guys attacked. They all are kind of drawing their weapons now, though, upon hearing the shooting down the hall, downstairs. And he goes, this guy says to you again, Ox, it sounds like weapons have been drawn. What's it going to be?
Click the button.
Yeah, I'm just gonna click the button and toss it over my shoulder. It's not actually attached to anything, but I'm gonna click the button and toss it over my shoulder.
So as you click it and toss it, he sees like these ripped up cords and everything, and he realizes that it's not actually going to do anything.
And then I'm gonna give him the finger.
That would have been the end of their turn because they weren't going to fire at you. So, Ferric, it will be your turn.
Alright. So I turn to TMR and I say, so we still doing this peacefully, or do I go guns a-blazing?
You hear shots in this room, so
See, this kind of ruins everything because I was just gonna like try and buy us time until they refueled us.
That's what
Now
I
we're
was
gonna
trying
have
do.
to like kill the whole base.
Then refuel.
Well, let's do this.
I
And
guess
I'm
so.
going
And
to-
she pulls out her stun baton.
I run down to there.
Do
And I
James and
take out
guards
my-
not-
Oh yeah,
Do they
these
have
two.
a turn?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're keeping the ship. They're like one's manning the doors, one's manning the ship, like watching the fuel gauges, and
I want to take out my grenade launcher and fire a smoke grenade down here.
Fantastic. You're gonna fire a smoke grenade into the rifleman's line of fire.
So go ahead.
The goal isn't to help you, it's to make them not be able to shoot us up until close range. Which probably isn't the best idea, now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I could see down here. Hold on, how far away is that?
Fucking lob a grenade over all of us.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing, is
No, it
all
was
the
a
way
joke.
all the way down to the engine room.
No, don't do
No.
that.
I can't.
That's a horrible idea.
Not a grenade, a smoke grenade.
Okay. A smoke grenade wouldn't be as bad, but still.
Yeah. Screw the whole smoke grenade thing. That's dumb.
Okay.
Get rid of it.
I don't want to see it.
Get rid of it. I don't want to see that in here again.
Sorry. It's
And
deleted.
if you pull that shit again, I swear to God.
Yeah, you have one for backup.
I instead bring up my hand, which is now connected to a giant metal fist, and inside the fist is an auto pistol, which I fire at the dude on the ground. I think that's the only one I can even see, anyways.
You'll have disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, good. If you'd have to shoot past me.
Oh, fuck it. I'll take the chance.
All right. Roll it.
All right. Hold on. And... Hey!
Nice.
Holy shit.
Wow.
There we go.
I thought you were rolling
Although,
with
don't you have
disadvantage.
disadvantage? Because, yeah.
That
did.
is with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, he did. Wow, look at that.
Oh, it rolls 2. Look at that. That's cool. I didn't know it put it like that. All right. So yeah, you hit, like, you just shoot him in the legs as he's laying on the ground, doing 11 damage to him.
Take that, fucker.
What is that?
Oh.
Don't ask me.
That didn't
I
work.
just clicked it. It did something.
Apparently he's being offensive. Stop being offensive, Ox.
Yeah, you're repeating offense.
I thought that first person was
PC.
working.
We are PC.
Sorry.
All right, Root, what are you doing?
Alright, so Kevin's just fluttering around on the table. I'm gonna go ahead and step over to this guy. He's still on the ground, right?
Yeah, that guy's on the ground, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm just gonna smack him with my sword.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, so that definitely finishes him off.
Whoops.
Nice, Rude.
So Root just,
Yes.
like, stabs into this guy, slicing him up, removing his existence.
I'm gonna step up in between Kevin and this guy and just like hold my shield up.
All right, then.
Why are you dealing a D10 of damage if you're using it one-handed?
Oh shit, wait.
Yeah, it's a D8 one-handed.
Shit, yeah, that's my bad. I gotta fix that.
No problem. I've done it before.
Okay, but does 5 damage kill him anyways?
What?
5 damage, would that kill him?
No.
Should I just reroll damage?
How about 6?
You can just re-roll it, I guess. So then he is not dead.
Oh. Nice try, Root.
Can I stand on him?
Holy shit, how many
I wanna
tons do you
stand
weigh
up.
again?
I weigh like 400 pounds or something. 480.
You fucking break his back.
You Roll a strength check. Are you trying to secure him, or are you just standing on him?
I just want to step on his back.
Oh, then you can step on him. So you're currently stepping on him.
I mean, can I try to break his back?
You can't try to break his back, but you can attempt to grapple him if you want. Just because you're so large.
Sure.
So roll a strength check then. And he will roll opposed.
Strength or athletics?
Either one, I guess. Yeah, athletics is fine.
Ow.
So you currently are standing on him, and he is held in place.
Nice.
Perfect.
Ox, you just got done giving someone the finger. What are you going to do next? And you also watched a robot stand on a man and a chicken flutter everywhere.
Well, I'm going to retrieve my hunting rifle from my back. I think I'm missing macros. I am. I'll have to fix that later. Yeah, I'll get the hunting rifle out. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Just shoot at that one.
Shoot away.
Nice.
Which one was that?
The one up here.
This one?
If I can help, if I can ping. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that hits him like square in the chest, and he doesn't drop, but he's bleeding profusely from that wound, and like his weapon drips down a little bit, but he's still standing.
Okay, you know what? I'm not a fan of this guy. I'm gonna action surge and shoot him again.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, that just misses. So that bullet sails past, and it hits your the wall of the ship, leaving a nice bullet hole.
Well, it's steel, right?
I don't know, the stuff
Steel
on the
is-
inside.
My bad.
So the kitchen cabinets and such have a little hole in them now.
Wait, who claimed the kitchen?
Me.
My bad, Ethnac.
You're getting a glare.
There's also feathers everywhere.
Tamar, what are you gonna do? Tamar,
Doctor.
her internet must be
Keep.
not functioning.
Oh no.
We will keep
Her
her
turn then.
on ready. Kevin, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run up to this guy and swipe at him with my talons.
Go ahead. You end him.
It's just a bonk and a slash across the chest.
It's a pretty brutal slash.
He only had 4 hit points left.
Man, you guys need to step up your game. I'm cleaning up all again. And then
This fucking chicken.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
that's why we keep you around.
I'm
We're
gonna
convinced of
fly
your combat
over
prowess.
here. Or
This guy's gonna get an opportunity attack.
I fly. Okay, hold on. 20, and then it's 20. Okay, so I fly up to here first, and then over to here, or like here-ish. I think is how far I can get.
Okay. Sounds good. That be your turn?
And that'll be it.
Alright, Zephyr.
Zephyr. Sycamore.
Okay, sorry, I had my mic muted that entire time.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh no. All right. Looking like it's not the best situation. A little bit pinned down. I will hit this guy with one burst of my rifle, and then start going some way.
Good lord.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright,
What did you expect? He was given a 4d10 rifle.
Might have been an error on my part, but it's awesome, so I love it.
it hurts. Alright,
This
I'm just
means
gonna
you have
move
to give us dragons.
and then kind of like back myself into this. Because I see the guys on the stairs, and I see the guy over here.
Yeah, you can go down that way too if you want to.
I moved 30.
Oh, gotcha. So you're kind of heading down the hallway to kind of like get around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Mr. One Shot down there. So yeah, you guys hear just like a like another burst fire as like kind of echoes through the ship, and you guys obviously can kind of probably recognize it's Zephyr's rifle, being as powerful as it is. And the neck.
All right. Well, no one's really left me with many options here, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to try. You can say whether or not I can. I'm going to try to get through there. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can get there.
All right. And then I'm going to unleash Fury. 22 damage.
What
On
is
this palm.
your sword? You nearly sever him in half, but he is still somehow alive.
Jesus.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to take a painkiller. Find them to roll a number of hit die equal to the Constitution modifier, so I'm going to roll 2 hit die. I get to add 13 hit points.
They're temporary, aren't they?
Yeah.
Cool. Did we say taking a painkiller as a bonus action?
We never said. I just assumed because it's a small little thing that I have in a little pop capsule.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll stick with that.
Are they chewables or swallows?
They're chewables.
They're Flintstone chewables.
No, of course they're swallables. they're Flintstone. Yeah, they're Flintstones chewables.
A little
it's the
Flintstones.
future. Maybe
In the
they made
heat
them
of
so we
battle,
can...
you open up a case to reveal dinosaur-shaped gummies. Oh yes, this will keep me alive.
Obviously. Okay. So, as Zephyr is running away, these two guards are going to shoot at him. They are still using their pistols, though. Not the bigger one. So each can take 2 shots at you and miss. Oh, one hit you, I think.
He did.
So he gets you for 2 damage, and then you're going to take 2 more. So 7 damage, I believe.
Alright.
Um,
That hurts.
the rest of these guys are going to run in. And then, let's see. This guy is going to point his big rifle cannon, I call it a better cannon, at you, Enthenek. He's going to shoot.
Miss.
So he misses. And then he's
Better
going to
cannon.
shoot it again.
I love the name Better Cannon and miss.
And the other ones
These are stormtroopers.
No, right?
going to shoot at you. Oh my god.
Having luck.
I'm back.
The one underneath Root is going to try and get out. Roll in a post check if you want to keep him trapped.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Okay, but can he lift 400 pounds?
Okay, so he kind of like weasels out from underneath your leg, and your leg just like smashes into the ground below.
Don't dent my kitchen.
He is going to stand up, and then that'll be his turn.
I forget. Do standing up attack? Do standing up attack? Do standing up provoke attack of op?
No.
I didn't think so. All right, just making sure.
Yup. And then, Kevin. This guy's gonna come and try and grab you.
I'm gonna sell this at Aarakocra.
They don't see many of these guys.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fly away again?
I don't have any movement left.
Alright. Roll a strength check. Or dexterity. Or what? Athletics or acrobatics, I should say.
I don't know.
He successfully grabs onto you. This guy is going to turn the corner and shoot at Enthenak with his better cannon.
Yeah, that's a miss. That's also a miss.
What is your AC?
20.
Oh, right. Okay. That's why. And then that will be their turn. Varric.
Okay. So I'm going to move up 30 feet. Right to here. And gonna shoot some missiles. A big triangular thing pops out of my back with 3 ballistic missiles in it. And they start locking on to the 3 back here. These 3. And one after another, they start to aim and pop off first at him, then at him, and then the last one.
So it's 2 damage to all 3 of them?
No. I do the damage for all 3. There you go. So 2 to the first one, 3 to the second one, 5 to the third one.
So it's magic missile.
Yes,
Okay, cool. That's cool. I like that.
but I don't have magic. So
Yeah.
missiles.
Cool. So yeah, they collide into him. You hear them all groan in pain from down the hallway a little bit. They don't explode though, you were saying, right?
No, it just goes into
Yeah.
the body.
So then they you know,
Penny bullet.
the first one, he grabs the little missile and he pulls it out and throws it into the ground. You hear the clangs in the distance as they kind of pull him out in pain.
And then, as my bonus action, I press the button in the center of my chest and activate a force field.
Sounds good.
And as it rooms to life, that will be my turn.
Root.
Oh, it's already my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy that Enthenak is fighting, has he been hit?
He's nearly dead.
I'll just go ahead and try to finish him off.
Nice.
Yeah, you finish him.
And I guess I'll move over to the hallway. Oh god. There are more people down here.
Yeah, we can see arms. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand
I can see
in
arms.
there and try to prevent anyone from coming through.
Fair enough.
Like a shield wall.
Like a shield wall.
It's fucking cool, dude.
He ducks down and transforms.
He just transforms into a metal brick.
I actually can. Just hold my shield down in front of me.
All right, Ox. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him real good.
It's the theme of the game. Everyone's just getting shot.
This guy.
Okay. He's in partial cover.
Yeah, that don't matter to me none. See?
Nope.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I have a speed of 40.
You blow his head clean off. Boom!
Blammo.
Nice.
Blood just goes flying
Please
everywhere.
see to the video inside of the Discord.
Boom, headshot.
Exactly.
Alex, is there anything else you'd like to do now that you've hunting rifled this man?
I'm gonna turn back to the one I was talking. This one that Ethanek standing next to is the one I was talking to earlier, right?
No, that one was just cut in half by Root.
Oh, shit.
This guy tried to tackle Kevin.
Oh, that's the guy that tried to tackle Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they sort of swapped places.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
All right then.
Yes, it's back.
Yeah, is you there?
Yep.
Awesome.
Good morning.
She dozed off.
Sorry.
Well, it is your turn.
Well, I can't do a whole lot. I'm gonna look at our good old boys up here in the cockpit.
James and Darth.
Yeah, those two. Yep. Hingeman 1 and Hingeman 2. They haven't hooked us up to the fueling rig yet, have they?
Well, we've managed to get it flowing. We're not getting too much, but we've whatever that little green thing did up there, I was able to kind of use his connections to get in there.
Oh, good.
So we're
That's
slowly
better than I
getting
thought
full
we were
fuel.
doing. Yeah, you did it too. Haha. All right. And she turns and says, well, try to keep it up as best you can. And she's gonna head down the hallway.
You're just hearing gunshots and screams and carnage.
Yep. Gonna go make sure my guys don't need healing. It's not letting me move again because my computer is stupid.
You're just gonna go down the
Do we have
hallway?
Yeah. I'm pet sitting this week, and so this person doesn't have great internet.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Move you down the hallway.
It's really hot in this room.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I live in Florida. I know how it is.
Arizona.
Nevada.
We're all living in
The Arctic Circle. Kevin, what are you gonna do? You're currently grappled.
Peck 'em.
God, I wish I lived in the Arctic Circle. That'd be cool.
All right.
I would.
So,
Hey, did you just make a pun? It would be cool.
Hey, someone got it.
Wouldn't be cool when you break your arm and everybody's just like, well,
Yeah.
You're right. It wouldn't be cool if he broke his arm.
No, but his response at the end there, well, what are you gonna do?
sorry.
Love it.
I would like to turn to the face of my my current grappler, like so we're inches away from each other's face, and just open my beak, go.
Roll an intimidation check. He just lets go.
Jesus.
He goes, ah! He backs up.
And then can I still slash him?
Yeah, we'll call that like a bonus action or movement or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Damn it.
Oh, you miss. He was backing up quicker than you thought. As he lets you go,
It was a combo of scream and slash when he backed off.
like a flail.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna flutter. I'm gonna take an opportunity attack, but I'm gonna fly all the way over here past Brute, right here.
Over his shield wall.
Yeah.
So as you're doing that, he takes a blade in his other hand and he swings at you with it.
That's gonna hit.
Energy scythe. Wow.
That's the first time he's been hit.
Yep.
Max, I don't know if you know this, but they're just rolling strength. The weapon doesn't actually have a die.
Oh,
Oh, well, look at that.
that's weird.
Oh,
Nice,
wow,
don't
it's
just take
missing.
3.
Yeah. What's weird is
No
I
wonder
didn't
they were
actually
doing
create
so
this
little.
character sheet. It was already created.
Actually,
yeah.
the better cannons are working.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cannons were working as well.
It's missing
Yeah.
the D4, the number 1 next to it.
So at the very least, you're doing 4 damage instead.
Yes. Just take 4 then. I'll just assume you roll the 1. I don't want to
Alright.
re-roll it.
This character sheet's confusing.
There's a little heart up at the top, right under your
Yeah.
armor class. The left one, you can
Uh-huh.
click on that and then subtract or backspace.
Oh.
On the other
Oh.
hand, you could also, I think if you click on the ones with a minus and a plus and put in a number, it'll do it automatically. No,
I
never
see.
mind.
Moved my guy on accident. I'll put him back.
Cool. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right, Mr. Zephyr, you are fucking Neo down here. I mean,
I got
Yeah.
hit. I got hit, but like semi bad.
yeah, eventually Trinity's gonna come
Yeah.
save you.
I wouldn't want to be in the Matrix. That's terrible. Can I see you?
Did he just cut out for anybody else?
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
we didn't hear that. It's like,
Oh. I think he lost internet. Oh,
no, you're there.
We hear you
you.
screaming.
Okay. Am I back? Am I
You're
here?
back.
Hello?
you're here.
Alright, that was just my microphone, maybe, I guess. Scary. Can I look down this hallway to see if there's any route to just get out? Route as in R-O-U-T, not friend route.
So, the only thing you maybe know of, and I guess Tamar, have you told anyone else about your path? Does anyone else you think
I mean-
know of it?
My past?
Path into that room from your room.
Oh, Zephyr might know.
Because I know you guys have a history of knowing each other.
Yeah,
So,
she might have told him. 'Cause
Okay.
She trusts him.
And he was sleeping in that room.
yeah. So the only path, Zephyr, you know of is the ladder that leads from the medical room into Tamar's room.
And that's generally hidden?
It's kind of like, yeah, it's hidden. It's in like behind like a grate, not, kind of hidden. I mean, it's
Like
kind
the
of,
Jeffries shoot. Like,
yeah.
it's a tight squeeze, but you could do it.
Okay, and these guys are soldiers.
Yes.
Yeah, I could hold them off. Alright, I will hit this guy with another burst.
Kevin, some bullets just like ting 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 ting, they're just all around you.
And that's 30 feet. I will run over here. So it's to my right? Right here?
It actually leads inside the medical room. So you would want to run into that room.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody I killed I'll just flip through. I won't even know.
You can roll a stealth check. See if you made it down there without anyone really seeing you if you're hidden.
Sure.
Okay. That is a pretty damn good roll.
I do dex things.
Good. At least someone does.
It's a
My
knack.
charisma
Oh,
modifier is -3.
I'm gonna take
Oh.
the attack slot. I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna swing at this guy.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Go ahead and attack.
25. 17 to hit.
Murdered. You
Okay.
just plow through them, guy. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All you did was change the plan. I had
Okay.
a plan, now I have a different plan.
So, they're starting to panic, knowing that Enthenak is loose. This guy is going to pull out some super high-powered handcuffs, and he's going to attempt to attach it to Enthenak's hand. So you run as you're attacking that guy. So he's gonna roll. You can roll opposed, either acrobatics or athletics.
17.
He gets it on one of your hands. So currently on one of your wrists, he like reaches out and he clips it on you.
Okay.
But your hands are still free. So like as you're stabbing that guy, you notice, he just reaches out and clips it on your wrist, and like it locks shut, and like this green light turns on, knowing it's attached to you. And that'll be his turn.
Attach the other side to him. Then just punch him repeatedly.
He'll have every opportunity to do whatever he wants in the situation. These guys are gonna come out and they're gonna shoot at you.
Throwing that one so they hit their friend.
Yes.
Yeah, let's watch all these crappy rolls. Nope.
You can do it.
Oh,
No, they can't do it. Why are you cheering them on to hit?
he got one. They got two.
Well,
Alright,
one of them
so-
does one damage.
Yeah, one does no damage, and the other one does 1 damage.
Yeah, he still hit you. So one hits you.
It still counts, okay?
I'm
That's
still
the
taking
first
it.
one.
How many times have I shot at you guys this game and nothing has hit?
Too many times.
Bullets are hard to hit. Like, come on.
To be
It's
fair,
true.
if Tamar was in there, you could hit her and she would be in big trouble.
Yeah, Zephyr
You
got
should
hit
just
too.
Give people shotguns from now on. You can't miss with a shotgun.
Because her armor class is 12.
So, Enthenak, you feel like this tinge of pain in like your arm, in your shoulder rather, and you're like, it's unfamiliar. Something you haven't felt in quite a long time.
I got damaged last game.
This took 2 months
Well, it
ago.
was 2 months.
Oh, that was 2 months ago. You're right.
Like, it's quite a while to not
That's-
feel pain.
Didn't you say the same thing?
After taking pain for the first time in 2 months, you reminisce on that moment.
And I remember. The chicken would have tasted good.
These two down here,
It will taste good.
How it is to be young again. 2 months younger.
2 months young.
are gonna shoot at Kevin.
Ouch.
Don't touch Kevin, you demon.
Ouch.
Ooh. That guy ran out of ammo.
His gun jammed.
Yeah, so this guy currently has a jammed gun. I assume an 11 does not... Oh, 11 does hit Kevin? What did his AC was?
11 does hit Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin is not hard to hit.
Kevin gets hit for 11.
Mm-hmm. He's a civilian.
Ouch, Kevin.
So 9...
Pretty sure he's about to be unconscious.
Kevin getting hit with an 11 is about to go to heaven.
So if I
God
take
damn it.
9 damage now?
Yes.
All
How much
right.
HP do you have left?
It was there.
1.
Figured.
And then he looks at him,
It's fine.
and the guy is... yeah, the guy's gun's jammed. Okay.
I'm coming.
Ferric, you hear a chicken
What's this guy doing?
getting shot at. Oh, I forgot about him. He's gonna turn and shoot you. But he's not
That's
going
not
to.
the one that was prone that died?
He stood up the last turn. He never died.
Yeah, he never died.
I
I left. I just completely ignored him because he was so low.
forgot about him, so I'm just gonna stay your turn. But he is like dying. He's bleeding out everywhere.
I'm gonna go and walk up to him and go, boo! and just keep walking. So,
You can roll an intimidation check if you want.
all right.
I'll allow it. He's like reaching for his gun on the ground still.
Just fucking sit still, or I'll kill you too.
But going
And I-
past him, he is gonna take an opportunity attack at you as you walk by.
Okay. Is he gonna punch me?
No, they have energy weapons in their like
What
wrists.
are you gonna do? Punch me? That's when he punched me.
He did. And what's your AC though? He missed, right?
22.
Yeah, he missed
Yeah.
you.
And then, as I get behind the shield wall over here, I take out my grenade launcher.
Oh boy.
And right here, so that it hits every single person, I'm gonna fire a frag grenade.
Grenades are pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Small but important side note. Do you have a name for the grenade launcher?
Oh, I should give it a name.
Okay, sorry. Continue. I was just
I'll think of one.
food for thought.
Sarah.
And so, now I shall do... 12. I rolled 3 ones.
I also rolled a 2 to hit.
No, the 2 to hit doesn't matter.
So
Get rid of
it's.
it.
How did we talk about a grenade working again? The 2 was to hit your spot.
No, I have a grenade launcher, so it doesn't matter, is what we agreed on.
That's right. So lands there, and what is the radius? 20 feet?
Mm-hmm. It'll hit all of them, I
Everyone
believe.
but the guy
I
in the
didn't
back.
see the ones back there, but yeah, it should hit most of them.
Yeah, it'll hit these 4, and then these 2. It'll miss this guy and this guy. But they all need to make dex saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this guy,
6 damage.
so he takes 6 damage.
Oh
This
god, this is
guy.
gonna take a while.
I'll go quick. He takes 6 damage. He takes the full 12. He takes the full 12. Full 12. 6. 6 minus 12 minus 12. And then the ship will take the full 12.
Sorry, ship.
Okay.
And then I'll tell Root, get the chicken in here.
Message received.
damage. Okay. Root.
Yeah, so the chicken's at 1 HP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get past you if I can.
He just forces him out of the way.
I'm assuming you're gonna let him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right over here and kind of move the shield wall up to the entrance. Sort of trying to make sure they don't get through, and I'll just swing at the one on the left, I guess.
$21 definitely hits. 10 damage. So yeah, you just do a huge gash across him, ripping open his armor a little bit, leaving a wound. He starts bleeding.
Jeez, there are a lot. In the what is this? Just the main room?
Oh, I'm sorry, what are you asking?
Is this like the what room is this?
Down there, it's the cargo hold.
Right.
It's where you would park a ship or load up materials, gear, weapons,
Oh,
anything.
I see.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I believe that's it.
Ox,
Ox. That's me.
it's you.
Tis true.
There's a guy right here.
I see that.
Everyone's ignoring him.
So, if I were to run up to this man and swing my rifle, would it be the damage of a quarterstaff?
So
damn
a
it.
rifle butt.
Yeah, would that be the damage of a like the same damage as a quarterstaff?
Okay, Nind.
I would call it an improvised weapon, so you can roll a d4.
Okay. And then that's just a
So it would be
improvised weapon
no
attack.
proficiency. So you'd minus proficiency modifier from it.
That's strength. Oh god.
Yes.
This is 2 hit him.
No, a 2 does not hit him. So you swing at him with it, and you just wave past him. He doesn't even notice you swung at him with it.
I'll pretend like it didn't happen. Point at his buddy whose head I blew off over here. Turn to him and be like, do you want to end up like him? If not, I suggest you disappear.
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 You just like phase from existence. No. You can also roll a intimidation check if you would like to.
Yeah, I'll do that. I have pluses to that.
Okay. His eyes are like meeting your facial symbol, and he hears you loud and clear.
My
Your
eyes
and his
flexes.
Your thing and his eyes meet or something.
You can see the two sides of our coin. He's better with speaking. I'm better with shooting grenades.
I literally shot a person's head off. How are
I
you?
said shooting grenades.
He did say grenades. Is there anything else you want to do, Ox?
That's all I'm doing.
All right. Yaz, are you awake?
I am.
Yay! It is your turn.
Yay.
Yay. So I'm gonna keep running.
Can you move your token or need? Oh, wow, it worked. Cool.
Yay.
You just see gore, blood, heads missing, people sliced open, gurgling on the ground.
Hey, there's two people alive.
Yes.
For now.
And the neck has a boo-boo.
That's pretty much all of my movement. I was hoping I could get to Kevin. Let's see.
Ready in action in case he comes to you.
Kevin, do you have any
Yeah.
movement left?
Let's see. Do I have? I do have healing word, which is 60 feet. So I think I can get him with that.
It has a range of 60 feet, I would assume so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast a healing word.
Okay, but what's actually happening?
Do I need to click in your character sheet for you? Oh, nope. Okay.
Got it. That's not great. There you go.
Kevin, some feathers like start growing on you, and you feel like your wound like seals shut, and you just feel a little more better.
A little healthier.
But you see, that was because of the space pressure. It forced some of the blood back inside of him.
Like
Magic
she,
isn't real.
She actually like has a goddess that she prays to and shit.
Magic is
So,
not real.
that's
That
what
is
you
the
think.
sun person.
Says the sun
Magic
person.
isn't real. I am a science person made of science.
Technically, all of us
It's-
are made of science.
It's not magic. It's religion.
If you believe
Blasphemy.
There's mob hysteria mentality inside of religion. That's science.
Ooh.
true.
Everything is science.
Which of these guys have hit already?
Fuck.
Wait, what?
I've been hit.
I've been hit?
Like, out of these two, who is hurting more?
This guy is hurting more. He currently has a blade plunged into him from Loaderbot.
I'm gonna flutter up onto said Loaderbot. I'm gonna slash at him.
Ignore that.
You're gonna claw at him.
Damn it!
What? I saw nothing.
Unfortunately, you wave at him and miss. When your claws
Can I-
deflects off his helmet.
Can I fly over him?
God, quit moving away from me.
You would have, yeah, you could avoid the opportunity attack even if you went like 10 feet up. So yeah.
So if I go 10 feet up, I've used 10 already, so that's 30, so then I could move 20. Then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna fly my way over to here.
Okay.
Save me, Cyborg.
What?
Where even is he?
Zephyr, you hear a bird fluttering, and you hear the soldiers yelling that there's a robot coming down the stairs for them.
Oh boy. So I can try to like squeeze into this passage right here, right?
Yeah, you're there.
All right. Can't make it through.
So you're going to work your way up through and into Tamara's room.
Yeah.
It will use all of your movement for you to get to her room.
Okay. Wait, actually, you know what? I don't want to back away from the fight.
Okay.
I got too much at stake. I'm gonna.
You have too many kills under your belt.
You just reached 998.
This is. No
I have the most
comparison.
DPS though.
So you're going to move up?
So these guys are all hurt, or a number of them are hurt.
A grenade just went off. You heard the explosion. They're all looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Hearing that grenade explosion, I was like, I probably should go back just to make sure that nobody blows up the ship. I will. Okay, I'm going to. So everybody is still alive, be decently hurt. I'm gonna go for. Is this like? Not really. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this guy.
Roll it up.
Okay. First roll.
Maybe.
Your bullets just bury into him, and he falls forward onto Root.
Okay.
Great.
And I have no more movement.
Tomorrow you hear the unmistakable sound of your friend's rifle going off. Antonak, you currently have one handcuff on you.
So do I cut the handcuff or do I cut this guy?
Or cut your own hand off.
Yeah,
It is an
that's what I'm
option.
gonna
I mean,
I will get back on.
You can be a robot.
you can get a robotic hand, which is probably weaker than your skin anyway.
Yeah, it would be.
This ship is
Ah,
weaker
shit.
than you, I bet.
That is terrifying.
Even if he were to get the things on, it's not like it's gonna stop me from using my plasma sword. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna cuff his hands together and make them really close together. Hey, guess what I do? I put my hands really close together and use my sword. So I'm just gonna slash him.
I mean, it's very possible.
Ooh.
Unless they are made for you.
He's not dead, but you remove like his arm and part of his shoulder with your sword.
Can I aim for the arm that was holding on to the,
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
So the hand is currently hanging. His arm is currently hanging off the rest of the handcuff that's connected to your hand.
Nice.
He was in fact disarmed.
Haha.
Is there anything else you can do or want to do?
Such a dense
Um,
laugh.
I am going to... Not much I can do. I'm just gonna stay here.
All right then. Okay, let's start at the top this time. This guy here is gonna drop his weapon.
Good idea.
Smart man.
The disarm guy is gonna point his gun with his last remaining hand at you. He's gonna pull the trigger. Attempt to hit you. Both the shots.
Hey, did damage.
Wow, yeah, he actually hit you. So he points, his first shot is like misses wildly, and his second shot he puts it like right up against your chest and then just pulls the trigger. He's expecting to see like your innards blow out the back, but in fact it's basically just like a really powerful beanbag shot hitting you.
Beanbags?
Real quick, Max, I'm sorry to interrupt. What size is my plasma sword? Medium or large?
I considered it like a... Wait, did we talk about this?
No, we never actually discussed the size of it.
So
So is it the size of a medium greatsword or a large greatsword?
there a difference?
Yeah,
no,
there
I
is.
haven't heard of a difference.
There's a difference
What's
in
the
my
amount of
class.
damage? Oh,
We'll call it a medium then.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay,
Guess who's getting a shield?
holy shit.
I can wield my plasma sword one-handed.
I'm prepared to be splattered against this wall.
It's a rather,
and then the chicken was no more.
I'm fully prepared.
I'm trying, man.
If the
I'm
chicken
trying
dies,
really hard.
we can get a super serious campaign
you
going.
can do it.
Oh shit, Max.
Yeah,
Again, I hate to interrupt. The Berserker class got updated. They changed the battle focus. I'm gonna send it to you.
send away.
Trust me, if Kevin dies, I have another character concept that will go
And-
just
Ruin this game.
It's actually a duck.
yeah, it's actually just a duck, and he quacks instead of.
No, you gotta play his father.
That's the
Um,
new battle focus.
We're gonna keep playing it with how we've been playing it. After this session, we'll look over any changes that we might make.
Okay.
So keep everything how it was previously, just because we started the session without knowing that. So, or without me
Alright,
knowing
copy
that,
that.
rather. Okay, so these two up here are going to also shoot at Enthenac, just because now their friend is disarmed.
Bring it, motherfuckers. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Do 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 do. They're just crap rolls. It wasn't even like they had a chance to hit you. These ones over here are going to shoot Zephyr, having heard him come back out into the focus. They're also gonna fucking miss. Oh, one got him for 2 damage. This one that
These guys
is
are stormtroopers.
Wait,
that
they
is
should have-
what? There's that was at Zephyr.
Oh, okay.
The one right in front of Root though is gonna shoot at Root. Okay,
How do you miss that bag?
I'm just clicking the button, man.
They have like a +3.
No, but I'm just imagining this sight where a bunch of idiots are just firing into the air, not actually aiming.
They're stormtroopers.
Exactly.
Hey, one hit Kevin.
Oh, are these now all aiming at me?
Those 4 were at Kevin.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
He.
And I took
2 so far.
Wait, he's down?
No, he's still up.
2 damage.
The chicken might be.
This one's also gonna
Yeah,
shoot at Root.
Kevin.
firing? Is that a Kevin too?
No, those are root.
Okay.
The 20 hits me, so I take 4.
Yeah. And then 2 more at Zephyr. I mean, they're shooting at Kevin, but they see everyone else who's actually killing people as a threat here, so Zephyr takes 2 more damage.
Hey Kevin, what's your situation?
Not dead.
Are you down?
It's pretty good.
No, I'm not down.
You know what my favorite thing is? They bunched up. So you
They're
know
in
what's gonna
triangle
happen?
formation.
I'm gonna shoot another grenade
Z4 maybe.
right the smack inside of them. It has 120 feet range, so I should, yeah.
What's the radius on that?
It's 20 foot, and I can't see anybody else past there. So if you get hit,
I am barely Max. What do you say?
That,
My feathers probably get a little singed. At least.
yeah, I mean,
I mean, if we're being accurate, it wouldn't land there because there's a person there. It would land here.
I think that is where you pinged.
I would see over to here, and then going through this guy would hit a person.
We'll say you're
So for being
safe,
accurate.
Kevin. Like the heat wave will just hit you barely. You might freak out a little bit from that, but yeah, we'll say it's not going to hit you.
All right. And now, this is my favorite part. The explode. Oh, God, so little damage.
They explode. Kaput.
Okay, let's kill the ones that have 9 hit points, if any of them do.
Yep.
So this guy's dead. These ones are still alive. Okay. Dex checks. So
Yay.
18. He's going to take 9. So he will...
Defender wins.
Yeah. So he'll take 9.
I'm surprised they're rolling so high for this. Like,
He
what
will
the
take
hell?
9.
They're good.
They can't hit any shot.
Okay,
They'll
but like,
die.
There we go.
what do these dex checks represent for the guys that are literally standing next to the grenade?
Hang on, I'll tell you. This guy died. Oh, the ones that are closer are surviving. It's weird. This guy takes 9.
You see how there's the top of it right here and the bottom over here? It actually explodes out this way. That's how they survive.
There you go.
And I was thinking they turn also, and they manage to point like their armored parts of their body towards it, kind of like as like they're bracing for impact. So some of the
They
shrapnel
still
is,
get hit.
yeah, they still get hit, but the shrapnel's going to hit mostly their armor. The other ones weren't noticing it, and as you said, it exploded out towards them.
And then, let's see. I'm gonna yell over to
takes 18 damage.
Anthanac. You got those guys?
They will be handled.
Gotcha. And then I'll move up towards Root.
Root, what are you going to do?
Alright, I'm going to move about there. And yeah, I'm gonna make an attack against this guy. What's his current condition?
Which guy? This guy?
Yeah, that one.
He, a grenade just went off right next to him. You're kind of driving into the smoke and the debris that's left from that. Half of his body is kind of like charred, but he is still very much alive.
Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and attack him.
You just put a huge slash across his chest, and he, yeah, he's not dead, but he's currently bleeding everywhere.
I can't do much else, so that's my turn.
At that point, Ox and Tamar, James comes running down the hallway, and he kind of like leans in, and he goes, "Oh, wow, okay, we have fuel, we could get it the hell out of here now, but they're gonna shoot at us when we leave." Ox, it is your turn.
All right.
Are they gonna shoot at us? I'm pretty sure I disabled their weapons.
All right. Well, let's leave.
We're already on it.
Okay, good. I'm gonna.
Root,
of,
Kevin, and maybe Ferric, Zephyr, you would notice this door slams shut, and like the light turns red as it locks shut. And you hear pounding on the door from the other side.
All right, all of you that are still left in here, you have a couple of options. You can face this mighty beast, and Ox will point to Ethnak. You can face him. You can join us, or we can put you out the airlock. Take your pick.
The one on the ground is like looking up at you, like you already said that to me. You know, like he's like holding his hands up, like I'm dying. You know, like leave me be, let me die. The other ones are they like hear you, but they're still trying to subdue Anthony.
Well, if that is the case.
I mean, they don't have to be alive. to
Oh,
throw them out the
shit.
airlock.
You son of a bitch.
Ooh, who are you shooting at?
The one next to Ethnak.
You bastard.
Does
You're
he
either
jam
hitting
or
me
does
or
he shoot
tomorrow.
him?
So the bullet, I picture this like in slow motion. You pull your rifle out, you pull the trigger, and we see the bullet. Bang! And it just sails out of your rifle. And it just travels. And it kind of clips off this guy's armor. It clips off this guy's armor.
Oh no.
Oh fuck!
Oh god.
And it just like, it hits like this super important blue thing. And it just cracks it open. And you see like this little explosion just boom, like it just fire just comes like spewing out of it. Actually like this. Actually I can do this. Let's see. Where's the
Oh no, not that.
where is it? I love this thing. It just goes
I can't see it. Hold on. Let me.
it just bring your token up here if you want to see it.
Just shit engines out.
I can see it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Put again. Oh.
I have a straight shot.
Oh my god.
So this fire is just radiating out of this thing.
No.
As
Ferric.
soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh fuck, because I know that sound, and that is not a good sound.
It's the unmistakable sound of the compression in an engine giving way as fuel spews to where it's not supposed to be.
Am I the only one in the ship using gunpowder ammunition?
Oh yeah.
So everyone knows it was me.
It's clearly you.
There was just this massive rifle blast, and
Yep.
then
Is there a giant hole in our ship, by the way?
There's no holes in the ship right now yet.
Okay.
Ferric, I do believe you should make your way up here.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh hey, does the God of Flame come out and get these two by chance?
No. Close about that far out.
Damn it.
You do hear Darth in the distance go, "Oh fuck, we're losing power. We're losing pressure too."
It was their fault. Ox will turn and look at Tamar. Don't tell anyone.
And James just goes, "You fucking idiot!" And like he starts running away.
Guy said don't tell anyone.
Quick, take a shot! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
Don't tell anybody what.
I'm out of action surges.
He starts yelling. He starts yelling to Darth. Seal the engine room. Seal it off. Vent it. Vent it. As he starts running, James works on any turn, by the way. But yeah, he starts running back to Darth. And Ox,
No, I can fix it.
you would see the door in the engine room slam shut. And that'll be your turn. Tamar. It's a lovely day. What are you going to do?
Well, there's not a lot I can do about the engine venting plasma.
I didn't
Thanks.
Do it. I didn't do it.
And Kevin moved really, really far away. But I guess I'm just gonna
I
run
can't even see him.
that way. Because everyone else is okay, right? Everyone else is up
Your boyfriend isn't.
a decent amount. Not my boyfriend. Also don't know that. And
Wait, what?
he's just as far away.
He's actually farther.
Yeah. I'm just gonna...
You could help the dying soldier that gave up.
Oh, that's true. I probably...
Good. Is he a good aligned creature?
She has to stop people from dying, or else she loses
Yeah,
her
I
powers.
have to do that.
Only if it's a good aligned creature.
They're chaotic neutral.
It doesn't matter.
Eh,
She would still
but
do it.
still. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm gonna use my healing hands. Which I got back. I just forgot to...
Yeah. He looks remarkably better. As the powers from your goddess or god just start.
I just kind of like put my hands on his shoulders. Say, it's gonna be okay, son. Except in a German accent. I'm too tired to do it.
I get it. I hear.
We got it.
We'll be alright. That was kind of Russian. It's fine. It's space
German, Russian, same thing.
Drushan.
Russian. Yeah.
Russian.
Drushan. Kevin.
Space Russian.
Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The door seals shut. You see people trying to get in as they kind of like get distant through the window, telling you that the ship has broken free from the space station you guys were there for. You heard a really loud explosion upstairs, and you are almost about to fall over from bleeding out.
All right. I'm gonna flutter my way over here.
Oh, and the grenade.
Holy shit! I say as he just flies out of the corner.
It's also, I mean, I'm not saying it, but it's intended that the whole time I'm going.
I just didn't expect him to come out of the corner.
As Big Bird stares at you.
And then I'm gonna fly my way up here and take a seat.
Oh yeah,
It's
we
better than him flying around.
totally forgot about a very important part of Kevin's life.
He's a chicken.
Forget that. Oh yeah.
As you get up to the table, there's that one last bottle of alcohol that you were working on earlier, sitting there.
I could have used that for fuel.
It would have broke the engine. It's that power. It's that strong.
Yeah, that's like pouring beer into a car engine. It totally
No, I
works.
didn't say pour it in. I said use it to make. Or I didn't actually say that. I could use it to make fuel.
You guys can try that later. Maybe after one of you fixes the engine. Zephyr, what are you going to do?
God damn.
Oh, well, after hearing several explosions and yelling and, just awfully dreadful things, these two dudes have their attention on, I'm gonna go for this one right here. How many people have I shot? One,
I
two,
think you've
three,
killed 3 or 4 now. 3?
and I've shot 4 times.
Yes,
Which would be 12.
12.
Okay, so,
So you
I
have
still
5
a little bit
left.
in the clip.
Yep.
So I will.
How does that last burst work then?
It would only shoot the 2 bullets.
But like,
Okay.
would it
Yeah,
do
I'm
less
gonna aim
damage?
for this one.
Yes. That one's dead. He only had 3 hit points left. So yeah, you just destroyed that guy. Bits and pieces of him go flying off behind him.
And I mean, this is why you use lasers. Lasers. Lasers.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Let me. That's 15. That's 15. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna move over. And I'm done.
All right.
The fuck?
And the neck.
Do you really need that?
I still have it selected, so I've been messing with it. I love that thing.
I'm gonna yell at this guy. I'm gonna get up right in his face and say, "Stand down!" He has no arm. That would be him weeing himself. Okay.
Kevin drinking. He will roll. What? Constitution, I guess? Yeah.
Constitution or wisdom, I'd say.
Charisma.
Oof.
He drops his gun.
Fair
He
enough.
starts backing away. If you would like to attack him, you can, but he starts backing away. As he's like, his arm is just bleeding everywhere.
Oh, if he backs up, he's getting an attack of op. Would it
Did
be
you
an
tell him to
attack of
stand
op?
down?
Yeah, you're gonna. You
Yeah,
have an
I'm
opportunity
not-
attack. You told him he's doing what you told him to do.
Oh, would I do that?
You told him to stand down and then attacked him.
I know. I'm trying to play to chaos or to neutral good. Or wait, what am I? Chaotic good? No, neutral good. I want to attack him. Okay, I'm gonna move up
Villain?
here. Attack this guy.
How dare you?
Oof! Yikes! I may miss.
No, you got him.
Oh.
They don't have very high ACs.
Could I intimidate one more time, or is that
No, you already did that once.
No, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, that's all.
You feel the heat kind of coming off the from the door on the other side as you get closer to it.
Okay.
What's left? What's left? This guy. Oh, they're all like pretty much dead. This guy. These two are gonna shoot at Loader. This one at Zephyr. That one's given up. This one's given up. This one's gonna try and shoot you. Okay, we're gonna start with Emthenak here. These guys have the better guns out. So those both miss. That guy gave up. These two are gonna go at Loaderbot. I assume.
Those last two were at me.
Yeah.
The 21 hits.
So you take 2 damage. This one's shooting at Zephyr. Good lord.
Jesus.
How did I throw 3 ones in a row? Alright. Anyway. That would be their turn. They're all yelling. Like, you know. One's yelling that the engine's about to blow. You know, they're kind of all panicking because the ship's pulling away from the space station. It's obviously they're taking communication from somewhere.
Alright. So Ferry just starts extremely yelling. The rest of you, die here or fucking surrender. If you attempt to continue, there's a chance you die to a neutronic classic explosion. The force of a black hole. Make your choice. And I start booking it. Let's see. I'm gonna dash. So there. And then here. I think. Oh, this whole section. Hold on. That's 22. Then I can move another 8. Right to here. I'm moving past him.
It's fine.
We need to get that door open.
Yeah, so as you enter that room, you just feel the heat. You notice the door is like heating up and maybe even starting to warp a little bit from the
Do we have any
flame.
space chutes in this room?
Yes, this is actually these are airlocks. This right here you can go out in. They open up.
Okay. And the damage is on the inside, though, right?
Yeah, everything inside of here is where there's a problem.
Okay. Is there any spacesuits as I walk in? that I
Yes,
can
there
start
are
putting on?
suits on these walls. Yeah, you can take
Yeah.
one.
I'm gonna start putting it on.
Okay. Loaderbot.
Yes.
As he yells that, the three guards down here are kind of like looking at each other. Almost like, who's going to surrender first kind of thing. Like, we don't know. They're trying to like figure out what to do next.
Am I the only one in this room besides them three?
And Zephyr.
Where's Zephyr? I can't see.
He's right here.
Oh god, he's in like the shadow.
Black
Oh.
shadow.
I am always in the shadow.
I don't even notice he's there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to reason with him. I'm gonna say, all of you drop your weapons, and we'll figure out what to do with you after.
You can roll an intimidation check with advantage because of Ferric's yelling. They all drop their weapons.
They don't want to die to a black hole.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Right, I'm just gonna hold my action then, if that wasn't an action, and just keep an eye on them. Make sure like they keep their weapons down.
Yeah, they drop their weapons and just kind of like look around, and they all are going to kind of like back up away from you. It'll technically be on their turn, but like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Then
No,
Annette,
just-
go ahead.
I'll just stay here and keep an eye on them.
That's fine. Cool. At that point, you guys are gonna feel the ship. It's kind of like you're in space, so it's hard to really feel, but it's almost like lunging. Like you hear it like it powering up and shutting down. You hear like a pipe somewhere explode and vent, and you guys hear Garth and James yelling down the hallway. We may have to abandon the ship's going, but it's not. It's problems. And at this point, we are. Emtenek is the only one really locked in combat. This guy is still fighting Emtenek. So, Ox, what would you like to do?
Well, I've already fucked it up that bad. I mean, I can't fuck it up any worse, right?
There's two people.
You can shoot the engine again.
Maybe
Yeah, you can always
like,
just fucking shoot the engine again. Why
you
not?
already shot it once.
Well,
Maybe a second shot would fix it.
If everybody dies,
Exactly.
then, no one can be mad at you.
No, we'll where am I standing again? I'll move up to the table, throw my rifle on the table.
It goes
Reach.
off.
Reach over my shoulder and grab my heavy crossbow.
See, that works.
Please roll a 1.
And before he shoots one of us.
I wanted you to roll a 1 so you could
Shoot.
put a hole in Ferric's spacesuit, so it takes him an extra turn to put it on.
Yeah, so this guy.
The arrow
Damn,
just
heavy
sinks
crossbows
into
have
his
a range
side,
of 400.
and he's nearly about to die.
Look, bro, move out of the way, or you're gonna die.
Tamar,
Say as it sinks into him.
If you don't get out of the way, we're all going to die. And that was Scottish. Great. Great.
that was pretty good. It's good Scottish, though.
That was Maria.
It was. It definitely was.
Getting my D&D characters mixed up, guys. Yeah, so she says that in a German accent. And then, I guess I'll just go forward. And heal Kevin a little bit.
Yay.
I tried.
Kevin's life starts to come back to him. All right, Kevin, you are up.
I will first give Tamar a big feathery hug.
She's very awkward about it. She kinda just...
I mean, it's like a half like hug, more like just falling over, and then I get up. I'm gonna stand on the table. I'm gonna grab Ox's hunting rifle.
Oh no!
And
The chicken's got a gun.
is this guy still hostile?
Yes.
That's who I'm aiming at.
Oh my god.
Natural 20. Come on.
What am I rolling?
What does he roll for that? Ox, what's on your
Is he
character sheet?
proficient with firearms?
No, he's proficient with nothing.
So Dex.
Yeah.
I'm proficient with stun weapons.
So 1d20 plus your dex.
All right.
We lost someone. We lost. Yeah. Oh, she's back.
Yay.
It's not a crit fail, so I'm not gonna do anything bad to you.
Dang.
But yeah, the bolt, like Ferric, like you're putting your arm in the sleeve, and like as you pull your arm down to like put your arm in the other sleeve, a bullet like flies past you and hits the door, leaving like a little dent.
So I don't have eyes, but for a second when I'm looking at him, it looks like I'm glaring at him with two like brighter areas of my.
Hold on,
There's a
let me
big-
double check something real quick. I have to go.
There's a big feathery thumbs up when he turns around.
I'm gonna kill that fucking chicken.
Weren't you the one who wanted to protect me originally?
Oh yeah, until he started shooting.
Oh, Kevin. What were you checking, Garrett? Gareth?
He gone.
I was checking to see how many rounds were left in that rifle. That was the 5th round. That was the last round. So that rifle is now empty.
Thank God.
Is it an M1? Does it go ping when he gets done with it?
No.
Damn.
Just a bolt action.
So I picture Kevin continuously clicking the trigger, just expecting to shoot more bullets.
Or maybe he thinks it does because he's in his own Kevin land.
Anyway,
Who's here?
these 3 soldiers, Zephyr, are backing off. You hear Tamar upstairs, Kevin, Ox, and yelling and panicking.
And blood splattering walls.
Yes.
This is an opportunity. Glowing holes.
Oh.
Hello.
Ah,
Oh my
jeez.
God.
Yaz is now playing Root.
Robo Yaz.
Alright,
See?
sorry. You guys heard like a small amount of. I had to talk to somebody real fast.
It's fine.
Now I have apples.
Yay.
Oh, it's more from.
Mm-hmm.
Throw apples.
Man, if only I could.
Welcome back.
Piece of
Oh.
shit microphone.
This
There
is
we go.
Root, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I will turn to him and I say, "Are these guys good? Are they down?
They have laid their weapons down.
Good. I'm gonna go back into the med bay, assuming that we're gonna need some medical supplies, and I'm gonna try and find a few things to help out.
Sitting on the table is one of Tamar's, like, on the ship medical bay boxes. So you're able to easily find, like, stuff that could help.
All right, cool.
Antonak.
Alright, well, this guy isn't laying down his weapon, so. Sucks to be him. No, it doesn't. It's actually pretty good to be him.
You nearly rip a hole in Ferric's suit, but you miss.
If one of you fuckers rips a hole in this suit,
Get out of the
swear
way.
to God. Excuse me? There is a hole blown in our ship. Get the
So
fuck out of
move.
my way.
Wasn't me.
Fight, fight.
I
I
imagine us
know,
just
I
both
know.
turning to him. Shut up!
Exactly.
Okay.
Alright, that's all.
The last
You
guard.
too. I look at him.
He is going to shoot at the door.
It's fucking maniac.
Are you that stupid?
This beast cannot go free.
This is when they get the natural 20.
Oh my god. He actually rolled really well.
Oh my god.
Well, the door didn't break yet, so you're good. But it has some really large hole, like, dents in it now from his gun.
Ethan X, get out of this room.
I will
He had
say my
movement.
name right.
Oh, and he is gonna go up to it.
Back.
Oh, he
Ethan
moved.
X had some movement.
You guys can
Oh,
both
yeah.
take attack opportunities against him.
17,
I'm gonna
19.
punch the shit out of him.
Oh,
Holy shit.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I still attempt to bitch slap him. It doesn't
You
work.
bitch slap his dead body as it falls to the ground.
Good. All right.
So we're out of combat.
Yeah, take that.
And I tell Ethan X, get out of the room.
I move out and I go to this guy.
And then I go onto the comms, and as I'm putting on the spacesuit, I go into the comms and say to James and Darth, I need you to open airlock 2 and close airlock 1. I'm going in.
So you're closing this door and opening this one.
Yes.
Okay. It happens. So this one slams shut, and then this one opens up. And as soon as it opens, oops. What is going on with this thing? There we go. Okay, apparently it's token. This flame just like flies
I'm
into the
also
room.
resistant to fire, so that's good.
Well, your
What
suit
did
isn't.
you guys do down here?
Okay.
There has been some fighting.
I will say you
So-
can go under this flame. Like it's like jetting out of a hole in the ship or in the engine.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as it happens, I'm sprinting in there. And what does it look like? Like, what is happening to it that's causing this?
So there's a bullet hole,
Obviously a hole.
and it's in this blue thing that you know of as like it's like a rotating energy core that like rotates around that helps generate power for space travel. And currently the hole is causing the spiraling inside of it to vent out of it.
Okay.
So fuel is like
basically,
mixing.
I have to deal with it.
Yes.
I have to deal with the flame. Does it look like there's anything on the ground I can stick onto it?
Gaffer tape.
Well, the room's filled with, I mean, parts and, other machinery and stuff like that.
So I start grabbing parts, and I'm going to basically try and fix together a blast shield that would fit around this entire little energy ball.
You can roll a either intelligence check or any other type of check you might have to encompass that type of engineering.
Engineering, yeah. Oh my god, I have +7.
So the box doesn't quite work. You contain the flames a little bit to the point that it's no longer, about to rip through the whole ship. But the engine is currently not working as well as you'd hoped it would. And then we'll... go ahead.
I rip off the thing off my chest, the thing that's giving me a force field, and stick it onto it.
Okay. And we will come back to that in just a second. What is everyone else going to do?
I want to start tying these people up back to back.
I was just going to use the manacles or the binders that we were using to fake Elthanak and Tamar's capture.
Alexander, I mean Root. God damn it.
Oh, fuck. He's
No.
back.
He died in one world and came back in another.
In the
It happened.
future.
Hundreds of years in the future. So he's just gonna walk away sadly as he puts his rope back in his pack.
Yeah, so Ox is going to just bind them all up with the binders and haul them up into. Oh god, I'm stuck on a door. Into this room up here.
Groot
So
will help carry them.
2 of the 3 of them are on death's door.
Tamar.
Shit. I don't have a ton of spell slots, you guys.
Just
Just medipack them.
Stabilize
You
them.
can do it for 1d6.
I have
Yeah.
a repair kit.
repair
I can weld their wounds together.
Can
No,
Weld their wounds together.
These three guys blowtorch out.
You could be like, you could cauterize them, but
Exactly.
I'd rather save that for the people with robotic
The med.
parts.
What's the med kit? D6.
Yeah. Well, just roll a medicine check.
Okay.
let's hope.
Anything.
Let's hope none of them are named Jim.
Shut up.
Someone say Jim.
What?
Well, Tamar
Hey,
kills
I'm getting
someone.
these rolls now
On this
He's dead.
episode,
I think-
Tamar commits murder.
and loses her
I
powers.
think. Yeah, no shit.
Time to get out the
I
blowtorch.
think I have a thing
Yeah, don't you have
where I
advantage?
have advantage.
Oh yeah, you do. I remember that.
You can roll it
Yeah,
again
I'm
then.
pretty sure I do.
Saved.
Yeah.
Another nat one. Ah, damn.
Yeah, you're able to recognize their wounds as wounds you can take care of. So you're able to
Stabs.
stabilize them and keep them from dying, I guess, on the ship. So they are still really beat up. Their wounds are sore, but they're alive.
Let's.
And then
let's get
once she
together.
completes that, she wants to go around to the ones that are dead and like say prayers of forgiveness for them.
You do as such.
Alrighty then. Well, it appears we're going to be leaving soon, so now that you're all here, you have a couple options. You can either take a ride out the airlock, or you can help us. Join us, I guess you could say.
Well,
Whale.
Don't steal my accent, Max.
well,
I can copy accents.
let me tell you right now.
Downloading Western.
Downloading Western. That's a good one. Well,
You wouldn't download the West.
it seems we're all gonna die anyway, because some idiot shot the engine core.
Well, if y'all wouldn't have been shooting like that, you wouldn't have shot it now, would you?
You shot first.
He's Han Solo.
No, I didn't shoot first. Some idiot in the next room shot first.
Yeah, was that half a human down there?
That doesn't sound terrifying.
Well-
And,
To answer your question, glowing thing, we have no weapons. We are bound and we have surrendered. Our
My
options
name
are
is
limited.
Ox.
Well, Ox, as I said, we have no options.
Well, here's what we can do: is we can take your weapons. You'd be more than welcome to help us pilot the ship. And if you were to try anything, I would let my friend Ethanak over here eat you.
At this point, I have the other guy up against the wall by his throat, and I'm yelling at him to take off the bracelet.
As you're doing that, the arm that remains is just kind of like smacking against the wall, and the missing shoulder and arm of him is just bleeding everywhere, and his face is just turning pale white.
Is he not taking it off?
Oh, if he was that injured, she'd probably go stabilize him.
Well, his
am-
arm is currently laying on the ground, so
and I'm currently not really
We
letting
might need
anyone
that
in.
blowtorch.
one of the other
Say blowtorch. He gets out his repair kit and starts like taking all his tools out.
one of the other guys in the corner by Ox are just like, I don't think he's gonna be helping him out anytime soon with that that wristband there. Considering he's missing his arm.
My question is Root's kit actually a repair kit, or is it just a kit of torture tools that he just uses as a repair kit?
You want to find out?
Well, this one here is really pointy.
Don't
he
do
not-
blue thing. Don't do blue thing.
No, there are no
Oh
characters
my
yet
God,
in this
that's
game
so
that are like
terrifying.
that.
Oh,
So is he not removing the gauntlet
That
or
would be
the
so scary.
manacles?
No, he's not. He
Slam him
can't.
against the wall and drop him. I pull him back about a foot, slam him against the wall and drop him, and turn around.
He slides down, and then the eyes roll the back of his head.
Oh, he's dead. Alright, now, Ethenak, my friend, would you kindly come here?
I just charge over here and grab one of them by the chest and put my manacle in their face. Can you remove this?
He reaches over and like puts his finger against like a part of it, and it just beeps and then just falls off you.
Push him back and let him go.
Alright, now, Ethenak, I was telling our friends here that they're more than welcome to stay and help us out around the ship, but if, any of them were to try and harm us, that you would eat them. Are you, agreeable to those circumstances?
I'm quite hungry after this fight.
So it's settled then.
I hear human tastes like Vale.
They all kind of look at each other and they're like, well, I do a lot of repair work on our current ship. Maybe your green friend needs some help.
That might actually be agreeable. Darth James, do we happen to have any of those suits?
The ultimate Sith Lord, Darth James.
You breathe through an apparatus. So, you hear like an echoing throughout the ship as like he,
Gained one, lost another.
what is doing? Who?
We keep like
Keep
gaining
losing
lap
people.
guys,
First
losing guys.
internet.
That would have been, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
sorry.
Okay. Sorry, what did you ask him again? Doing like 8 things at once now.
Extra suits.
By the way, Kevin is leaning against the sink, looking intimidating.
My lovely bird friend here, would you kindly give me my rifle back?
I sporadically point at the table where I left it. I put
Oh.
it
Soon to become Ox's fried chicken.
Stop shooting. I go back to leaning against the table and staring down the men with a horrifyingly blank stare.
Are you
I'm gonna
cleaning
eat
your
that chicken.
Are you cleaning your talons with your tongue?
That's
Kevin's
gross.
the one missing an arm.
The
He's
dead
dead.
one over here.
Yeah, he's right here. The arm is laying on the ground. The arm is laying on the
He's
ground
dead.
right here.
How many rations?
Only Root could eat.
You could attempt to reattach his arm though if you wanted.
But
He's just dead.
To a dead body.
Yeah, I'll for the learning experience, I'll go ahead and try.
Might.
Perfect.
Yay, now we're defacing corpses.
We're a bunch of
What
psychopaths.
would I roll for that?
This
Well,
is why she went
first-
downstairs. She doesn't know what's happening.
I'd like to remind you, you're about to all be corpses.
First of all, though, he says all the spacesuits are in the lock with, other than the spacesuits that are in your guys' quarters, all the rest of the normal like EVA suits are in the airlock here.
All right, so there is a way to get into that room without irradiating any of our friends here, is it not?
You would need to probably go through like ventilation and open up the ventilation locks and
There are
can
comms, I
Take
imagine.
radiation.
Oh well, how about we just? Oh yeah, comms. We can just here. You come here, and he gestures to the one that says he could repair stuff, and he drags him over to a comms panel.
Is radiation the issue?
well, it's fire, radiation, explosion, black holes, death.
Things that I can deal with, usually.
Yes. So what he kind of goes on the comms and he goes, you just feel like as you're working frantically, you hear like a voice, What model is it?
Model? Hold on. I move over to the side and start checking it out. What model is it?
We'll just say it's like a standard engine for this class of a ship, unmodified. So you just, I don't know.
Standard engine.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's any modifications to it. Class A.
All right, and it's. Did you try putting a vessel around the damaged part?
I put a blast shield.
No luck.
No.
And then
I have a plan.
Yep,
I
that's
can-
what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I can take my. So I have a force field, and what I can do is I can modify it so that it can keep stationary. The reason why it takes temporary time. Sorry, words. The reason why it only lasts a certain amount of time is because I have to be able to move in it. If I modify it so that it stays completely still, it should be able to last at least 10 hours around this thing, where we can figure out some sort of fix.
Well,
Uh,
it sounds like what? No, don't fire. And you like notice a look on all of the guards' faces. They all kind of look at each other, the ones that are half dying, and this guy turns and looks at you, Ox, and he goes, "They fired a missile. Whatever you're gonna do, Green Man, just do it now, because we need to get out of here."
fuck. All right. And I don't even bother with modifying it. I just put it on there because I just heard missile and we're gonna explode. So right now it has a force field around it, but it's not gonna last any longer than a couple minutes.
So as soon as you slap it on there, it goes off, and the flame and everything just like gets enveloped inside this like shield you put on. As soon as you do that, you hear the unmistakable sound effects and sounds of a ship like entering, I don't know, we're gonna call it warp drive, but you know, like some type of hyperspace travel. And the ship just goes into travel. And maybe a few minutes go by and you feel the ship kind of like bog down heavy. And Ferric, you probably recognize the sound of atmosphere hitting the ship. The rest of you are kind of lurched forward,
Yet.
and all of the even like the guards and everyone else, they all kind of like tumble across the ground in their cuffs, and everyone can make a dexterity check real quick.
Everybody or just
Everyone,
Save
yeah.
or check?
Or, I'm sorry, save. My fault. Save.
Oh my god, I'm on the ceiling.
Oh, well, my save. Mine is actually
go feel me now.
a 17 then.
So anyone who got below a 14,
Yes.
you are going to basically sail into the air. And for every
Good.
10 feet you travel before you hit something, you're going to take a
Can I
D4.
grab Oxide? He's right next to me. Or Ox, or Ali Oxide, or whatever his name is.
See the dead bodies floating around in the cargo hold.
I'm down here too. I imagine Kevin is like flapping so that he's staying in the same place in the air as everything's moving around him.
That makes sense for what you can do. And then Enthenac wants to try and grab Ox. So you can grab onto him, but then you will take the damage instead of him if you
I'm
wanted
fine with
to.
that. I'll brace his fall.
Okay. So
Oh god.
It's 4d6.
yeah,
No, it's every 5 feet, so it's 8d6.
It's over 10.
no, it's 10.
according to-
Is it every 10?
Yeah, it's 10
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, my bad. For some reason, I thought it was every 5 feet.
And it caps at 20.
Jesus.
Don't ask me how I know
Wait.
that.
So we're flying forward and we're taking damage to that.
Yes, it's as if it's falling damage.
So 15 feet, and then how much?
It's I thought it was a D8 actually though for falling.
It's D6.
Is it
Yeah, I thought it was
D6?
D6.
Okay, so roll a D6 for every 10 feet until you hit something.
So that's 4d6.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Me too.
Thank you, Anthony.
Tamar, you would probably hit this
16, so
table,
11.
so you can roll 1. And
Wait,
then,
if I'm right in front of her, can I touch her?
well, she would hit you, so you guys can split any damage if you want, because you're not going to go far enough, Zephyr, to take damage anyway. And actually, you rolled
Or
good
you can
enough
try and
anyway.
take her damage.
Yeah, you can take all of her damage, or I'll let you
Don't
guys
do
split
that.
it.
You're hurt. I'm not. I didn't get hit.
I'm part robot. It's fine.
Just because you're in...
Is that your excuse for everything?
Oh sure. Oh sure.
I'll take the
You
damage.
only lasted 2 minutes. I'm part robot. It's fine.
I mean, I lived.
Okay,
Alright.
all of these are going to
Yeah,
go...
Nox, I'm a lot more likely to survive the hit, so I don't mind taking the damage.
I mean, I didn't take any damage that last fight, and I'm actually a fighter.
Well, yeah, but I just take slightly less damage than you with
Okay.
my negative. Unless the ship counts, unless it's magical falling damage, which I don't think it is.
No, it's definitely, like, bludgeoning, falling damage.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
So you guys hear over like an intercom, well, we're definitely landing, and I'm not sure how it's gonna go. You guys might want to brace. And Ferric, as you turn back and look at the engine, you see it like winding down and winding down and winding down. Darth had obviously shut down the engine, as it's completely losing power though. It's like things are turning off that normally stay running even when you're in the atmosphere.
I'm gonna try and force my way to the force field.
So you get the idea that if you pull that force field off, nothing's going to start jetting out of it anymore. Radiation still might be a problem throughout the ship, but
I don't think that's the big issue here yet.
yeah, so far the ship's just losing power completely.
And I want to take off the force field and put it back onto me.
You've done that. And you just hear the "yoo" as everything starts winding down.
And then I move over to try and contact comms and say, open up the blast door. Or open up the airlock, I mean.
Open the blast door. Open the blast door.
Not the blast door. Not the blast door.
So it opens.
And I want to get to somewhere safe, so I'm sprinting to the pilot seat.
So at this point in time, you would all want to go get somewhere to brace, knowing that this ship is definitely going to land somewhere hard.
I want to point out right now, Tamar is in Rapture's arms and Ox is in Ethanak's arms.
And
So it's like at one scene you have like a really like almost romantic but not really romantic scene of like a
Yeah.
man taking a brace for a woman he cares for, and
I
then
just
there's
assumed she,
Ethanak
like-
just this big sweaty concrete body just pulling this small little sunbeam to his body, just going thud.
and Kevin's gonna make a flying leap for this pile of dead bodies and is just gonna grab onto one and grasp onto it for dear life.
The rest like fall on top of you as you grab onto one, so like you're buried in dead bodies.
Rue
Why
was
is
gonna
it?
go
Yeah,
behind
wasn't it
Ethanak.
Ethanox? That's the power couple name.
Rue was
But,
gonna
I,
hug
I,
onto
I like
Ethanak.
I like mine better. Oxtenok.
Oxtenok.
I
What-
like Oxenok.
What is Root doing?
He's just gonna grab onto Ethanak as Ethanak grabs onto Ox.
Oh God.
Well, that's a lot of weight right there. So I mean, that's
That is
a,
a lot of weight.
that's a boulder.
He's keeping them grounded.
Oh yeah, are we just like leaning up against this table? Is that what's happening?
That's like such a romantic scene, considering there's a window here.
And as they're all holding each other, a small green light starts bolting it past them.
This is like the camera view of like the movie as like they're holding each other, looking out the window, waiting for the impact. So
Actually-
romantic.
And
It
Kevin
would be
in the
so much
background.
easier. Fuck running to the chair. I would totally hang on to Loaderbot.
So, as you run into there first, you see James like jumping in this pilot seat to help steer the atmospheric, parts of the ships now, and you turn around and run back and grab on the loader bot.
Yeah, it's not exactly the best idea, but we're gonna die either way. So
Might as well die out or go out with your friends.
Why is
yeah.
it that I always am in crashing ships in your games?
And none of you are my friends.
Oh my god, well, at least this time you're not on the outside of the ship.
It's true.
You're not gonna lose a hand this time.
Who said they're not friends?
Kevin?
Bagak.
Nobody likes Kevin.
That's
Nobody
not
likes
true.
Kevin.
I like him.
I like Kevin.
Okay,
I
so
like
one
him on a
person
meta
likes
level.
him.
I like
him on a meta level.
I like him enough not to kill him myself.
I don't know.
Kevin has like the second highest kill count, I think.
No.
Not anymore.
Not-
Yeah, not anymore,
Not
probably. But he did at one point.
I think it would probably go Ferric, Zephyr, me, then probably Root and Ox are probably pretty tied.
I killed a lot of dudes.
I have one
Yeah,
kill.
Zephyr's killed like 3 or
yeah,
4
but
already.
More than Root.
No, I think
I have,
think
like,
you
3
can count
kills.
all of our deaths in your kill count, Ox.
All right.
So-
Well,
Okay, so we're crashing.
nonetheless. Oh, who left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way though, we you're looking out the windows as they're kind of like starting to shut as Darth is hitting buttons trying to seal up the ship as best he can. You see the windows closing as you see like a big blue and beautiful green planet below you guys. You kind of lose sight of it as you look out the window as the flames and fire from the atmosphere are racing past the ship. Down here we see just a bird eye quickly darting, looking around in between some dead bodies as he just panically hides underneath. We have a romantic scene of a half robot and an elf just bracing themselves, just hoping for the best. This hodgepodge up here is just a sweaty, robotic, metallic, bloody mess.
I want to point out, not only am I covered in blood, but I'm not really bracing myself. I'm putting all my effort into protecting Ox.
Jesus.
So you see this glow as like your arms and your chest are like just completely surrounding Ox. This glow is just like radiating out from like within you as he glows. And then up here in the front of the ship, James and Darth are just frantically hitting buttons and pulling levers and yelling at each other to throw out the dampeners and to slow the ship down, and they're rerouting power and systems. The lights are flickering, and the last thing all of you guys remember is a really, really loud crash as the ship just smashes into the ground. And everything kind of goes white and then black and then nothing.
Right all over.
Eventually, you guys...
Black and white and red all over. Aren't black?
Us.
This entire ship.
your guys' ship. So,
Table.
How
the table
much
broke
longer
now.
are we going to go for?
as you guys open your eyes and wake up,
It's wrapping up.
Alright, fair enough.
some of you off in the distance hear the sound of what sounds like a waterfall. Some of you open your eyes, or begin to open your eyes, and you hear the sound of birds chirping. But then somewhere in the background, you hear the groans and the pain of those who have survived the crash. And then somewhere off in the distance, you hear James go, "Well, that ticket's voided." And you can hear like him throw that security thing somewhere as it clicks like around the ground. And that'll be the end of the session.
That was a wonderful session.
That was a glorious
Yay.
session.
All right. Just
Sorry,
kidding.
I fell asleep.
Drama.
Just kidding.
We
Sorry,
tried to
we-
do it
we have
peacefully. No, but your introduction changed the entire thing. And
All right, well, I'm going to end the stream, though. So I want to thank everyone who watched, and anyone who watches the video in the future. Bagak to all of you.
Bagak to all. To all a good night.